They should be
Uh-oh.
able
I'm
to hear
here,
us.
Diaz.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. All right, Anran, Chiquito, Yaz, Rob. Everybody's in the right place. I'm Casey. Hi. Uh, Welcome to 20 Sides to Every Story. Experimenting with a new overlay this evening, so if the audio is coming through weird or you see weird things happening, do please let me know. But we have our potato to thank for our cool new format. I got to turn off our coming soon scroller there. Let me get rid of
Thank
that.
you.
All right. And we're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. We are working our way through Tyranny of Dragons, and the party is dealing with a council of dragons. 5 dragons who have met to decide whether the assault being undertaken by the dragons will have a humanoid component. Uh, the party spoke with the dragons individually last session. They've had an evening to themselves to drink fine drinks, eat fine foods, sleep in mostly comfortable beds, and now the next morning they have a little bit of time to decide what their story and pitch is going to be. The dragons have secluded themselves. Each has rolled a big stone door uh, in the way, which blocks sound and other such things. Uh, the party has several options available to them, which I'll let them review as they kind of kick over themselves. So, what I think we'll do is probably go round robin through the group for a quick introduction of yourself and maybe an opening statement about what you internally would like to offer or discuss with the dragons and any points you'd like to make. And then from there, give you some time to conversate and anything else you'd like to do. New word that I'm trying to get to catch on there, conversate. Um, we'll see how it goes. And I'm getting a lot of noises in my ears here. Thanks everybody for the cheers. I've got the new alert system up, so I don't yet have all of our cool custom ones. So we'll get some fancy new cheers in there for you. But I believe the raid ones will introduce with Butterbee because that is built into the 20 sides core. Uh, let's go ahead and move across the screen. We'll go from left to right as the new screen is, which kicks us off with Anrin. Anrin, if you'd like to do a mini introduction and then lead off with what ideas you may have for breakfast uh, this morning.
Okay, so mini introduction. Wood elf, barbarian, cleric. Definitely feeling the cleric moment starting to come on. And really rather irritated, which is not unusual, with Protanther. Not yet bored. Um, I'm kind of fascinated actually. And my idea for breakfast is, as I've been rummaging through the kitchen, I have found big leaves, um, like banana shaped leaves. And I have found some seeds and I have found a matrix and I am making something that no one in this game has ever heard of, and that's llama spread for breakfast.
Okie dokie. Seems good. Next person along the line who also eats things that no one has ever considered before, Chiquito. Uh, Any introduction and what are you thinking about?
All right. I'm Isaac. I play Chiquito, a war-forged druid. And Chiquito this morning is gonna wake up, and the first thing on his mind is trying to maybe get a hold of Waterdeep somehow, and maybe just kind of sing what maybe what they are thinking. Maybe not necessarily promising anything, but just trying to get an idea of kind of where they are, and then we I then he feels we'd have a better idea of maybe where the group is before we get into that.
Sure. And Leozen is happy to arrange for a chat for you this morning. Gives you all the latest goss and all the most current fashion. I believe it was Red was in this week, so
Orange.
Orange. That's right, Orange was in this week. So it'll probably be a different color next week, but he gets you caught up. No real big changes other than hey, what's going on with those dragons? But if you have any questions, we can get into that. Before we get into the questions, though, let's pop over to Yaz. Yaz, mini introduction, and how are things going for you?
Yes, hello, lizard folk, hexblade, warlock. How's it going? Little rat on shoulder is Coca. She is a goddess, so we believe. Um, breakfast, probably some form of meat, sausages, maybe some bacon. Oh, pork roll sounds really good. Forget the bacon, pork roll all the
Pork roll,
way.
all the way.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
good
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
yeah,
there are small-ish helpings, but of a great variety of things up in the cupboards and to be found there. I'm certain that at least one of the dragons has the good sense to have put up some pork roll. And so,
absolutely.
I mean, they have good taste. They know what's up.
I bet it was Ellie. She seems cool.
Ellie does seem like the type to go pork roll.
Or what was the one who visited us first?
Nemur.
Namur. I feel like
Nemur.
him or Ellie. Totally.
Yeah. I yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I don't I'm thinking about it. I think Nemur may be more of a scrapple kind of guy.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think pork roll might be a little too classy for Nemur. Uh,
Okay.
but as we skip along, we have Show. Show.
Yeah, I'm Ed. I play Sholara, a half orc, half Goliath barbarian, and very, very tall, blue skinned, wearing her perhaps fashionable adventure dress. Uh, and as she gets up, she sort of absent mindedly grabs some of whatever folks are eating and wanders out to where she can sit and look over the mountain again, rather quietly.
Excellent. And it is a rather nice day out there if you do enjoy mountain weather. You're up above most of the clouds, so there's a couple of sprinkles of rain now and then, but not enough to disturb your view. That'll bring us over to Rob Oakes. Rob, how you doing this morning?
Hi, I'm Paul, but I'm playing Ramblin' Rob Oakes at your service, and I'm a bard, and I'd be spending my morning like rooting around all of the foods and kind of trying to put together new tastes, things I hadn't had before. So I was gonna have a plantain, almond butter, and calamari sandwich, um, but not sure if it was all available. Uh, Don't know how they'd keep the calamari, but they're dragons. They can do wondrous things. Um,
They can, and they have an especial hatred of squid-like creatures, so there may
yeah,
be a few calamari floating around in there
all right.
for you to work
Rob,
with.
Rob will work that up, and then probably spend the morning since Chiquito called Waterdeep. Uh, Rob, I think is going to work on composing some new songs about how you know awesome metallic-y looking dragons are, and maybe making some philosophical analogies to like precious metals and precious morals and seeing if he can work something out there. But it's not working out really good. It's coming off a little bit like a kobold song, and he's not. That's not what he's going for. So it's rough. It's rough sailing this morning. Rough sailing.
I mean, they
Lute
did
won't
on,
stay in tune.
they did only have little bits of coffee and drink, so you have to make kind of a mixed cup if you want to get up to the gallon size that I feel Rob Oakes may need some mornings.
Generally speaking.
All right. So with that, we'll kick back over. So contact has been made. Your point of contact back in Waterdeep is normally our good friend Leozen. Um, air
He's all right.
quotes, air quotes. Uh, so Leozen there
Hmm.
Bobblehead.
has special attributes.
He keeps putting us in the right place, mostly.
Yeah. So, uh, hi guys. What can I do you for?
Ooh, we're talking with him, huh?
No?
Okay.
Yes? Maybe?
Hope he didn't hear what I just said.
Hello.
I
Uh,
So. All right, it's
so
breakfast time.
I've been meaning to ask you, um, with your armor, why does it stop right below like your vitals and your heart and stuff? Like you got like a girdle thing going on, which I'm sure is good for like your profile, like cuts a dashing figure, but like seems to stop right where your heart would be. Um, just wondering about that choice.
Uh, Mostly fashion, really.
Okay, okay,
It's a
I
primarily a
can respect that.
fashion accessory.
Can respect that choice.
Due to my monastic lifestyle, I get to wear what's fashionable without sacrificing defensibility.
Oh, so it's just for looks. The armor's really not a thing.
I mean, it's
It's a bit of a thing.
you're saying it's just for looks. Like, why is that a just? It's for looks.
Oh no, I can respect that. Yeah, sure. Got it. Got it. Got what you're going for. Picking
Yeah,
up what you're laying down. Thanks, Daleson.
yeah.
told him.
Um,
I mean, it's like saying your hat is just for looks.
you can't see me right now because we're talking through a stone.
I
But
know, but I've seen your hat.
no, I'm just saying you'd know to stop
Oh,
right there, buddy.
okay.
You don't talk about my hat like that.
But that's kind of sort of like the
What?
same with my armor.
What? No, I said good day, sir.
I,
All right, bye. Just kidding. Hold
is
on.
there anybody else there I can talk to?
We
Hey,
like,
remember me?
I do.
Chiquito.
No.
Okay. Either way, listen. So we made it. We're here.
Good job.
Yep. Thing is, I guess this is for water deep. They want to kind of ally, right? Is that the whole thing? Is that why we're here?
Well, we're looking more for a representative of many nations. So,
Okay.
Waterdeep, the Purple Dragon Knights, the folks of Silvery Moon, um, the High Riders, all of the peoples of the Sword Coast.
All right.
And, well, you're sort of a broad spectrum for those to be represented. And you're operating reasonably well together. That can't always be said of those in Waterdeep. So, the Galt and I thought you'd be a great for the position.
Yeah. That's good. It's good. It's good. So, few things.
Yeah.
First off, uh, some of these we talked to some of these dragons here. Some of them want to. They're okay allying with the peoples, but there's others that are not.
Oh, well, I think that could be said of the folks of Waterdeep too. I mean, some would like us to work with the dragons, some would prefer we don't. We're sort of looking toward you to be that connection, make that magic work that you do. Oh,
Mm.
you can't see me, but I just knitted my fingers together in a making that magic work kind of way.
I said good day.
I was more hoping to start the conversation and not follow through with the entire damn thing, but we're gonna go ahead and continue. Um, So pretty much what I'm thinking is first off, or second off, I guess, we already talked about that. I guess there's more show and whatnot. I guess Aaron, come here, Aaron,
Yes.
come here, Aaron.
What?
So
What?
uh,
What?
there's a few, I don't know, promise. First off, we got to promise that we're able to these hordes. First off, right off the bat, we got to make sure that they're able to be divided evenly. Correct, right, Aaron?
Yes. I mean, that seemed to be one of, so there were multiple requirements, Laosin, which we explained we could not agree to on behalf of everybody and only on behalf of ourselves.
Oh, I mean, sure. I was sort of expecting you'd probably, make some arrangements, come back, put on a real good presentation for the council, really get everybody on board. They would get swept up in the moment and agree to what I'm sure are very reasonable demands that you'll negotiate.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, um, it would have been helpful, perhaps, if we'd known a little bit more of that plan.
Oh, I
So
find if I tell people all the details, they start, backing away.
fascinating, truly
No,
fascinating.
it's nice here. Right? It's nice though. I mean,
Um,
it's not too scary here or anything.
I mean, that's good.
no, it's great here. We could actually, you know, Leosin, we could stay here and we could actually work with the dragons. And then maybe that would be our best bet for being the glue. And then we could make all sorts of deals and arrangements that would benefit us and leave Waterdeep completely out of it.
I'm, but what would I do?
I don't know. What would you do?
Yourself a damn hat. That's what you'll do.
I, I mean, I was thinking that I could like ride heroically or something.
Oh, you could
Oh, you
probably ride heroically. Don't I think that could be arranged,
On a
especially with
dragon?
Well, I mean, maybe not
say that.
on a dragon, but that would be great.
No,
And
no.
hello, Homebrew Cafe. Welcome to the raid.
Uh, yeah, no,
hello.
okay.
What?
Chiquito, can I talk to you for just a second? And Leosin, can you hold on for just a second?
Oh, sure. Do 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 do.
I put I put the
Okay.
stone in or whatever in
In,
water.
Oh,
in water.
okay. Okay. Chiquito, what are we trying to accomplish here? What do we want?
I mean, it's Leosin, so pretty much. I guess. I mean, the people's that's fine and whatnot, but I guess what we're trying to do right now. I see. I thought we were kind of this was going to be the final say, but apparently we were going to go back and talk and present it. Well, that's nice.
Wait. Oh. So, like, we gotta do this again with, like, the jackasses in Waterdeep?
Yeah, it will be so much less fun than with the dragons, and the food will be far worse.
100% agree.
So I was just trying to provoke him, which is impossible, um, by saying something completely ridiculous like we could bargain for ourselves. But if none of them can get along and they constantly, well, constantly is not the right word, but they can't be trusted to fully keep the word that they give, maybe we are the best representatives. Maybe we should make our own deals.
Well,
Maybe we
maybe
can
we.
be good enough.
I think maybe we kind of cross that hurdle when we get to it. That stream, maybe. If we see that they're not, if we're not kind of, we feel they're not going to keep their word or whatnot, we'll just come back and we'll have to do it our own way, I guess.
Mm.
What does everyone else think?
Um, well, first off, I think he doesn't know a damn thing about my hat and he shouldn't
It's a
talk about
beautiful hat.
it. He doesn't know. Anyway.
Doesn't know us at
Oh,
all.
he doesn't know anything of my hat came
It's
from my
beautiful.
door. Anyway, the hat came from his daughter, so that's why it's special. And then he's being a little melodramatic about it right now today. Just, I said good day. Oh, all right. Rob actually has absolutely, and I said this in front of the Dragons last night. I'm going to say it again to y'all. I got zero stake in Waterdeep. I have a bit of stake in the idea that us small folk, or whatever you want to call us, as you know, compared to dragons anyway. You know, as individuals, we're not much, but together we can do a lot of things, and so I have some stake in that concept. The problem is I don't have any faith in that concept. So, I mean, I listen to the dragons' arguments, and I have to kind of go, "Yep, that tracks." I don't know what we're doing here. Like we're arguing for something I'm not even sure we believe in. Listening
Well,
to what the rest of you had to say too. I mean, I don't think I'm standing out on a ledge on my own.
I am with you. So step away from that ledge, my friend.
Oh man. Damn. You could have kept eyes with all the lies. All right. That was awesome.
It burns us.
It hurts.
it does.
Did you know he invested in Autotune? And you can tell why. Like he was one of the early investors in Autotune. Anyway.
I would understand.
You don't understand. All right.
Even through the
There
stone
are
doors, the
times when
dragons
it's
shudder.
difficult, but they can't hear anything, right?
You wouldn't think so, but that they heard. No, go ahead.
So, what do we believe in?
I mean, that's just it. Do we even want to? I mean, to be fair, there might be some groups that sounds like we're going to be meeting up with more than just Waterdeep that might actually be sincere and honest. Maybe we might give them a fair shake.
Yeah, I think we've got. I can agree with that. We've had allies who've come and actually kept their word, and frankly, sadly, and oddly, Leosin is one of them.
As much as we give him crap, that is true.
Yes. So I begin to see that his honor has its merit.
Okay, I'm gonna. Hello, hello.
Hello, hi. What'd you do? Drop your sending stone in the toilet?
Yep. Anyway, uh,
Yep.
yep. So, I guess, all right. Cool. Can you just go ahead and say one more time? Who else are we representing here? Just so
Oh,
we.
well, I mean, de Galt is no longer the Open Lord of Waterdeep. That would be Lariel Silverhand. So that's, Waterdeep. Um, you've got, I mean, the Harpers. Ramalia's, arguably in charge of the Harpers. Um, King Melindrak of the Elven Nation. Um, you've got Ambassador Conrad up from the Dwarves of Mithril Hall. Um, Delan from the Druids, the Emerald Enclave, and then you've got well, Brienne of the Totally Legitimate Business People's Association, and then
Hmm.
of course Sir Estival, um, who heads up the Purple Dragon Knights, and then Taryn Hordblade of Silvery Moon.
Didn't one of the dragons really like either like silver hands or silver moons?
Dropping back to DM stuff, Nimur is a big fan of the Sylv hands, of which
Ah,
Dala Sylv hand is one.
gotcha.
There's
I
a
see my confusion.
I yes.
Okay, so
All right. Okay. Well, you better. I'm gonna. Hey, you better apologize here to Robbo. She's a little upset.
Oh,
We.
I'm sorry, Rob. I just I meant your hat is fantastic, and to say that it was less that it was I how
It's.
can I make this up to you?
Oh no. I can understand. This is not. Now, see, this is awkward, but but yeah, I made it awkward. That's mine. That's my fault. I did that. The thing is like the hat came like it came from my blood, like my family. This is a part. This is Oaks. This is what it is. And you know what? I don't know. Maybe your fake armor is from your people, and or it's not fake. I'm sorry. Your artistic armor is from your family, and I didn't know that. I apologize to you. I'm sorry.
I,
That wasn't right.
well,
That
no, I
wasn't
mean
right.
it's not like from my family. It's not like that important, but it's still important to me. I mean,
Nope,
I
that's true. I really I'm feel like a bad human. I'm a bad
oh
humanoid.
no,
I'm gonna
you're
back
you're
off.
wonderful.
Oh, I just
We
You
good?
you came to rescue me.
Are we good? We're good.
yeah.
We're good, guys. All
I
right.
feel real good.
Okay.
I feel real
Okay. Okay.
good.
All right. Well, nice talking
What?
to you. All
Yep.
right. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Kerplunk.
we need to get that back, right?
It's just in the water
In the water.
here.
Um, and so, party, is there anything other preparations you'd like to do before the council is called to order?
Man,
How many days?
So the council will be. So the plan is the council will be called to order. Protanther, as the head of the council, will present the issue. And you know from Elia, and everybody knows that the issue is: will the dragons work with non-dragon nations when they make the assault on the dragons that are coming together to support the cult? Um, they will each make a statement. You're fairly familiar with what they're thinking at this point, so probably not a whole lot of surprises there. And then you will be offered the opportunity to make a statement yourself. And then members can begin voting, and the voting can take up to 30 days. At the end of 30 days, if you haven't voted, your vote is null. At any time before that, if all of the members have voted, the votes will be tallied, and the majority will take it. If a majority sides with working with the humanoid or non-dragon races, they will work with you. If it is a dead heat or not, then the dragon nations will not work with the non-dragon nations for the assault.
Hmm.
No pressure.
So we've got to convince, so far, we have to we have to bargain around how the hordes are distributed. I think Protanther's request for an apology is actually reasonable. I don't know how far we can go, and whether he'll accept something partial. But I'm not the wisest person in the room, so somebody else has to start the negotiations.
Let's see. Okay, so we know that sorry, just kind of recapping and just kind of reminding. So we of like what some of the dragons wanted. Protanther wanted an apology. Um, El and Nemor were in favor of working for people. Ellie specifically said as long as they can, what was it, like they can like prove to be, what was it, respectful, or like there was like a but in there.
Sure. So Nomura is basically on board with you. He would like the opportunity for the folks of Waterdeep to show off. Ellie, Otarielicanars. Nope, messed it up again. Ellie is concerned that if she trains up Dragon Slayers, or if Dragon Slayers are trained up, they might get carried away and just start slaying dragons. So she would like the dragons to take part in the training to make sure that they understand that, we're working together. We're not just giving you equipment to go start killing dragons. Um, from there, Protanther is looking for an apology on behalf of um, the Elven nation for the Draco Rage, the Mithril that caused so much trouble for so many years. Taz is looking for a division of the wealth, and then Eleuthera is looking for a commitment that the um, dragon masks will be turned over to the dragons so that they can be taken out of humanoid hands for safekeeping.
All right. So if we do all of those things, we would, if we're able to get the humanoid side of the equation to agree to all those things, we've got an alliance.
That would lock in an alliance.
I needed to set up my board of information, my conspiracy board, and to make sure everything's in alignment. So thank you for that. Hopefully we can get all that stuff. I feel like the wealth is going to be the most difficult because sometimes people are just as greedy as I don't want to say dragons, but the not so great dragons.
It's a little on the nose here, but yep.
Yeah.
But I think, I guess, maybe. I don't want to finish. I'll let you all finish. What do you think? You think we might be ready to get going, get started soon?
I don't see what else we have to really think about. And now it's really starting to get boring.
All right, so if we have no other comments, then we'll move forward a little bit in time to the calling together of the council. The dragons do invite you into the council chamber. It's a round room. You are equally spaced out. There is a bit of a ceremony ongoing, and for most of it, it is a demonstration uh, from the dragons to one another of trust, and that mainly uh, involves their breath weapons. And you've fought dragons, you've experienced dragons' breath weapons, and that is a bit like um, a drill instructor's shout. It is that fast bark, it is powerful, it is in the moment, usually while doing something else. What you witness here is more like a sustained note from an opera singer. These are long, full uses, not intended to destroy, but intended to demonstrate their gifts. So there's a fair show there. And of course, it is also a bit of a display of power and a little bit of bragging rights. They seem to be trying to hold the note the longest, and it would take a probably better trained eye and ear than the party may have yet to know who won. But at the end of it, Protanther, the gold dragon, calls the council to order and presents the concern. The dragons will be making an assault on the chromatic brethren that have chosen to assist the cult of the dragon. This will be done at the Well of Dragons in approximately 2 months' time. If a decision can be reached more quickly, we can set out sooner. The Council will decide whether the non-dragon nations will be invited to participate in our assault and coordinate with us. I feel it is more beneficial to strike early and without burdening the non-dragon races with the need to grasp at powers that are beyond them. Then steps back and the others make their presentations. Namur is all for it. They have a lot to prove. They're great. Really have to see them in action. I'm all in. Let's do it. Elia is concerned, as you've heard. I do think they should come with us. It would lessen losses on both sides and prevent confusion if we can communicate with them and explain that we are not weapons of destruction or beasts, that we are people as they wish to be treated, and if we can work together, I think there's something that can be done. Taz puts forward that, yeah, humans get a little grifty and a little greedy as soon as they start getting together in mass, and I think it's just going to come to blows as soon as it's time to divide up the treasure. So I would think maybe not working with the humans unless they're willing to concede before we even get started that this isn't going to be something where they start getting greedy at the end. Eleuthera says, I'd like to hear both sides. I know what we would benefit and what they would benefit, but I would like to hear their opinions on the matter. I don't feel they have the wisdom to stay out of trouble, and I would like to see if they think of us the same way they think of other sources of power, if they're just grasping at it without really understanding what they're looking for. And yes, Galaxian, humans in big air quotes, because I am not good enough to always say humanoids or non-draconic. And so they then turn it over to the party. Who might be stepping forward to speak, and what are you saying?
Come on, yes.
Hey, hello everybody. I'm Chiquito.
Hello, Chiquito.
All right. Hey kid. So we hear what you have to say. And the five of us are on board 100%. It sounds like we might need to take this back to those groups and discuss. First thing, just want to remember, there are multiple groups. I guess we're representing here, and in turn, we have found that maybe some might be a little bit more trustworthy than others in our own maybe experience. What I'm saying here is, uh, uh, we might come back to you. We might not have everyone on board, but we might have some allies that intend to work with us and hold up their deals. What would you all say to that?
And there's sort of a moment of reflection, and Protanther says, our vote will be on whether to work with the nations of non-dragons. If they choose not to work with us, that is, of course, a choice they can make. This is only whether we will offer an alliance. There are still other arrangements to be made, numbers of troops, numbers of dragons, how things will be deployed, all that can be dealt with. Here we vote simply, will an offer be made? And I can say now, I will vote no. And he casts a little pebble out into the ring, signifying negative. Demur over the side's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Are we voting already? I'm voting yes. And he chucks a little pebble in. The other three are a little more reserved at the moment.
Hey,
I
and
think
Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say I felt like we had a little bit of time, more time than this. It seems like you're not giving us a fair shake.
Ah. And Protanther says you have 30 days or until all votes have been cast. If you feel you can change someone's mind, simply do not cast your vote till you see it, but I am confident that the Elven Nation will not be able to prove themselves to me.
All right,
So,
challenge. Uh, I was gonna say something directly to Taz,
Mhm.
who is the one who is concerned most with honesty
The division of wealth.
and the division of wealth. And in all honesty, some of this treasure talk that's going around, the first thought that I have is we started this whole thing because people had their whole lives taken from them. I mean, this horde isn't just coming out of like rich people who can afford to lose a little bit here, a little bit there. There were whole towns left destitute with nothing. And when we talk about how treasure's divided, I guess, where my mind's at anyway is we can save people for today, but they won't eat tomorrow if we don't return some of that food, or not food, some of that wealth back to the people it came from, because that's how they're gonna survive. And I guess, in all honesty, any discussion about the division of treasure and wealth and everything, I think, has to include that.
And Taz looks over at you and says, I understand where you're coming from, and the thought seems noble. But when you bring dishonest people into a noble cause, then it becomes a matter of proof. Everyone
Mm.
claims to have lost something. Everyone claims to have lost something more valuable. And then the division becomes to those who have the loudest voices, and it falls apart. A
And
simple
I'm
division will prevent that. Now,
actually super on board with that, provided there is some say from people as to what that might be.
we can
Oh,
only we can only pass it to the leaders of your nations. What they do
uh,
from there is their business.
yeah, all right.
How we distribute
I know who I need to make my argument to. I get where you're coming from, and I agree with it. Thank you. Sorry, I
Of
just wanted to
course.
make sure we understood where we were coming from, which isn't, we're not looking to make a boat ton of money here. None of us are really all about that. But we did start this because a village was attacked and pillaged, and people were left destitute afterwards. That's how we got started on this, and it's been a journey of fixing things that have gone wrong for people ever since then. So I get a little uncomfortable. I get where you're coming from, and I know why you don't trust what you don't trust. I want to just put that out there. That's where I'm coming from. Is I want to make sure the people who got hurt and the people who will remain hurt unless they get a little bit of coin back in their pocket, that can be restored.
And I would imagine the
Rob even took his hat off for that. He's holding his hat in his hands.
I would imagine that the distribution of wealth would enable those nations to repay those who have had loss.
Mm. Well, I think your cynicism and my cynicism are about on the same track there. But I, I I just want you to understand we're not all that way, and some of us actually have that in mind, in heart, in head. But I get, if I were to hand this over to Never Ember, it'd be gone. It'd be heisted. It would create an adventure for other people to have to figure out.
I You may have the gift of foresight. Anyone else have words to offer?
yes. May I ask one question of Protanther before I start?
Of course.
Can your vote change?
Yes, we can. A vote can be changed until all votes are cast or the 30 days passes.
So I will lay this out to you. You want to spare us the burden of dealing with powers and concepts that we don't understand. And you have thrown out a challenge to me, and it seems that now you are going to spare the elves the burden of providing you with an apology that you don't believe that they will provide. And so it is my request that you help me to understand why you are willing to take on the burden of denying an apology to all of Dragonkind for the Draco Rage.
Hmm. I am willing to risk having to use the word. It's my hat if I am wrong. I suspect that the Elven nation cannot look on the past and realize a mistake. If they can, I'm willing to admit that I was wrong about the Elven nation. I will withdraw my vote and cast the affirmative, but I don't think they have it in them.
Rob is stunned with the idea of a dragon hat. Jeff, completely in another world now.
So, Casey, this is a segue because the dog was like howling in the background while you were trying to say this. Can you please repeat
Sure.
what
So
Polydanther said?
Protanther has said if he is casting his vote because he believes that the elves cannot look on the past and admit a misjudgment. And he is saying, a little braggy, I am better than you. If I am proven wrong, I will admit my mistake, pull back my vote, and cast the other one. But
So,
this is, and he's kind of putting up, stakes here.
so this creates a conundrum for me because, as I understand it, we have 30 days.
You have 30 days.
Can we leave this area?
Yes. So during these 30 days, you have free reign. All you would need to do is cast a vote or not within those 30 days, and you can communicate and move about as needed.
Uh, then what constant, and you've already said that you want the king's apology.
An apology on behalf of the nation, and they recognize that for your folks, the nation is generally funneled through the king. Um, it may not specifically be the king if you have a mass public uprising and you know come up with another recognized leader, but the leader of the Elven nation, as far as the Sword Coast is concerned, is King Melvindrock.
Hmm. 30 days is a very short period of time in which to plot a revolution. However,
We can get it done in 2 days. The speed of D&D.
okay, so then you you were not withdrawing your challenge. That was what I wanted to clarify.
Mm, no,
Thank
the
you.
challenge stands. If anything, the stakes are higher.
Challenge.
And um, on that note, um, Ellie, we've also discussed the fact that just as all of us who are maybe to your eyes all human, but are not and are very different, and in some cases completely unknown to anyone else on this plane, perhaps before, have been able in a short period of time to come to work together and to trust each other and to see each other as people, even though some of us are supposedly mortal enemies. Then I'm hoping that you will see this as evidence that we can, in fact, work with other people, to be able to work with dragons, to train with dragons, and that you yourselves will be sufficiently capable of demonstrating your personhood in ways that are incontrovertible.
And she sort of nods in acknowledgement to the gesture. Look forward to the opportunity to work with those we will be fighting.
Thank you. And I am fidgeting, I'm fidgeting, pacing a little bit back and forth because I really don't know what else to say. And I'm going to go and absolutely sit down cross-legged, sort of semi-meditation style, and sit next to Chiquito.
Sure. Show anything to add?
No.
The dragons kind of look about, make sure they're not accidentally stepping on any toes here. And Protanther says, well, 2 votes have been cast. We will see if, as the others are cast, I will announce if a final vote is cast or call us all to order on the 30th day. If you have any questions, you may, of course, approach us, and business cards are handed out with contact information and such things, and then you're basically turned loose. Um, what are we doing next?
Who are
Grabbing,
supposed to be enemies?
We're what?
Henry said that some of us are supposed to be mortal enemies. I don't know who.
Joe, for some people, the fact that we even talk to each other would be amazing.
Who?
Not us. And
I'm
if we
very
find them,
confused.
I can show you, and then we can convince them that they're just wrong to think that way.
Who are supposed to be enemies?
It's not. Yes, yes,
I
yes.
don't. Yes is not an answer.
Are we enemies?
Who are you talking about?
Is it me?
Exactly.
Am I the one?
No.
Or you,
Is
who are you
No.
looking at?
No. No. No.
Is
No.
it me?
No.
I don't.
I don't
Who?
know.
Did Rob?
Somebody is
Did
supposed to
Rob
be
do something?
mortal
I'm just
enemies,
kidding, Rob. I know you
and I
didn't
don't
do
know
No.
who.
And can we squabble our way out on that note?
Sure, absolutely.
I
And
still want to know the answer. Who are supposed
Okay.
to be enemies?
Okay. Show.
This like a royal we scenario?
This is a race we scenario.
Oh,
Like a
That's-
foot race?
that's bad talk.
Yes,
That's
you are
dangerous
right.
talk.
Yes, it is bad and dangerous talk, and I'm sorry I brought it up.
Is anyone going to explain to me who are supposed to be enemies?
Rob,
It is a. Oh, so no, you go to it.
I was still thinking about Protanther's hat and how big that would be, and whether or not he'd want flowers or.
Probably gold. Probably gold.
Yeah, it'd probably be gold.
I
Good
think,
sense.
though, from what I'm looking at, there, so I think Aaron's saying that shows your people and Aaron's people are enemies. Is that true? I don't know much about. I don't
You
know.
hate Goliaths?
no, 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 not Goliath. And I don't hate anybody. You know how I feel about you.
I am very confused.
It's very confusing. I don't understand it either. But the
Society
dragons
moves
have
in
long
strange
memories.
ways. I'm sorry. I spoke over you and I did not mean to. It's okay.
Mortal enemies.
Mortal frenemies.
That's better.
Now you two fight.
So as the mortal frenemies are identified, what are we doing, party?
Well,
And Anrin's like struggling to understand what just happened at her first failed attempt at becoming socially conscious and awoken to racial difference.
well, we have a few
Why
items
do we fight? We fight for
to
the booty. Why do we
check
raid?
out.
We raid for the booty.
One
Why do
is
we
to
die? We die for the
pull an
booty.
apology from uh most likely Melindrak. Uh, see if we can organize some form of uh dragon training, but like dragon recognition. Maybe we can have like a dragon history month.
Hmm.
Who knows?
We
Or
can
the dragon
celebrate the
day.
apology.
Eh?
We could have a we could celebrate the apology, and it would be the Truth and Reconciliation Day, and all the dragons could come.
Dragon day.
Dragon Day.
Dragon Day.
And you do
I
remember one of the things that's inhibiting Dragon Day is the city of Waterdeep does have a mythal on it that causes dragons to avoid it. Um, and that is something that they would like to see taken down, but maybe not the best idea to do right now when there's a whole bunch of chromatic dragons flying about. So they didn't say, hey, that's got to come down. They're willing to meet you outside Waterdeep for the training and that sort of stuff.
And they fire missiles at the dragons.
And they fire missiles.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Yes. But, so is it off to Waterdeep or other things?
I would ask though, do we want this alliance? Do we think the alliance should happen? If it were up to me, I would vote no now.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same thing. But like I said, there might be people that I mean, there might be others. We really don't even know these other groups well enough. There might, I mean, I don't at least. There might be some that may be worth bringing along. I would hope.
Well, if we
But then again, they're saying the ally, whether the ally or not, it's a whole or it's all or nothing. That's what I kind of heard.
idealist in me wishes to see the draconic kind and the small folk kind. Uh, maybe not. I don't know if I want to say on same terms because I don't know if each person will see each other on same terms, but at least to respect each other enough to, put that aside and to focus on a common enemy, which is at this point the cult. I also recognize that the small people, are very stubborn. But I feel it is foolish not to give it the attempt.
But do you think it benefits the dragons to ally with the mortals? Because
I think
I think it does not.
I,
They
I
would be
think
better served to not have us with them.
I suppose. I think the more that I'm hoping for is not so much in the now, but so much for the later. That this will spark a a better relationships in the future. Now, I don't know. I don't know if it could happen now, but I wish to it to be a start. And again, this is the idealist in me speaking. Um, it is a hope rather than a a, a paladin's belief. I
I
mean,
wonder. I wonder if we're still on Has anybody redeemed a wandering monster since the fundraiser?
Oh, you know what? It might be that.
Yeah.
But so a wandering monster has been redeemed. Um, we'll find out where that wandering monster appears as soon as they leave the safety of five
What?
ancient
I'm gonna hang
dragons.
out here. I'm just hanging out with
Just
Protanther, my
hey,
boy.
just
Getting. I'm gonna help a hat shop.
little
Um.
hat, little haberdashery action going on.
Uh,
We're going to
actually,
fight a hat mimic.
Rob, I mean, is the plan or is the thinking right now that Anrin's gonna be trying to work on the elf apology thing, and then like, are we splitting up our efforts, or are we just gonna go from thing to thing to thing to thing and hope we can accomplish these?
Or do they all
Because
have? My understanding is that there's going to be a council that we are going to meet where they're all together. Is that what's going to happen, or?
and we're gonna just try to persuade them too now, but I mean, what we have to persuade them of is that they have a good idea, because really what the dragons have said is, we don't like you, or we like you, and you know, like, we they don't even have a demand. It's just, we don't want to do it because of this, so come up with something that'll make us want to do it. Like, we don't even have anything to pitch to them from the dragons other than to say they don't want to do it because this. And I don't really want to leave a lot of leeway to these assholes to come up with a good plan. Um, that's just the way I'm hearing it. Like, maybe I'm missing something, but
I I didn't. I think I heard what Chiquito said most. And what he said most is that none of us can actually speak for these other people, really, except for
right.
Leosin because he told us we could. But that doesn't even mean we can speak for the Harpers. So
No,
far, we can speak for Leosin and Never Emperor.
the way I was hearing it, we're acting like brokers. We're going in between two parties and trying to broker a deal, is what it seems like. So we're not speaking for anybody right now. We're just shuttle diplomacy. We're
We
Yeah.
going.
are
This is
laying the cards on the table.
this is what the dragons are saying. If we want to work with the dragons, this is what needs to get solved. And my problem is that they didn't tell us exactly what they want. They just told us what they don't want. Except for Protanther wants an apology from the elves. But other than that, they just kind of said what they don't want. So then we need to come up with a what will make them happy and get the other side to agree to it and broker that agreement.
I
Like,
think we know. I think we know what each dragon wants in
right?
order to vote yes. Each
They
one
want
has said what it would take for them to vote yes.
And the hardest one,
in agreement to. I don't understand the distribution of wealth, and don't take. They want a ahead of time share agreement, but that doesn't tell me what that share
no, they
agreement
want,
needs to be. That's
they
They
want,
one.
said one share for the humanoids, and one share for each of the dragon flights.
Yeah.
So, clarification on that one. If I said it wrong, I apologize. It'll be one share per nation. So, one for each dragon, then one for each nation. The nations at the moment could be elves, Waterdeep, Purple Dragon Knights, Silvery Moon. So, each would be in for a share.
Okay.
But the dragon, Taz specifically, will get to divvy up what is a fair share. So, there won't be any, oh, hey, that statue is worth 100 gold pieces. Well, no, it's actually worth 10, but you should give it to me anyway. She gets to say, hey, here are the divisions. Take your divisions and go home.
Okay.
And the
and,
exception to that would be an agreement for Eleuthera that the dragon masks are not part of the loot that goes to Eleuthera to be protected. And as far as the negotiations, yeah, Leozin's basically using you as a shuttle, an ambassador, a talk between. You
Yep.
don't have agreement power, but you are respected because you are people who have taken action. And you are mostly neutral in that you're not really beholden to any one kingdom. The one who's got the closest things to claws into you was Degalt, and Degalt's been sort of deposed at this point. So you're back to
But
semi-neutral.
from the perspective of the dragon council,
Hmm.
we the five of us have a vote.
Have a vote. Yes.
So we have a vote, not those nations.
Not those nations. You
not-
as the
We
representatives
five
have a vote.
can vote on whether or not the dragons should ally with the people.
Correct.
And that's what Show is saying now. My vote would be no.
Right. And it is for the five of you a collective vote. So you have to
Yeah.
to toss one stone in. The dragons each get one stone.
We could all toss our own stones in, and then on the result of that stone, then throw a stone into that pool.
Yes.
Sounds like a
If
familiar
we wanted
conversation.
to be, I mean, like, if we wanted to be meta about the stones, could try that.
Like it's like the electoral college.
Yeah, except for slightly more representative.
Yeah.
Oh,
Much
uh,
better.
all right. So then, if
All
shows,
right.
I mean,
Chiquito
like,
should
wait,
be our delegate.
the first. I say Chiquito's a super delegate. Oh,
Huh?
but
Pretty
all right.
good
So wait,
delegate.
if show's gonna
Hey,
vote,
here.
no, wait, should we all vote now and just see where we're at right now at the beginning of our 30 days? Because that would inform how much effort we put into this. I think.
Yeah, I say, here. Let's do it.
That's a good idea.
I'll
All
go
right.
first.
We all get rocks. All right.
I guess I don't know. Do you want it? We can do it. Right? You want to hear? I don't want to. There you go. Some good berries. One. There, everyone get a good
We all
berry.
got
There
good
you
berries.
go.
All right.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna get here. Well, everyone has. Oh, there's some more here. Okay. There's all right. Everybody. I'm gonna now. You go. Everybody has 20 good berries each. All right. You can
Is
go
it
ahead.
is like a
Yum,
red
yum,
is
yum.
like a red raspberry and a blackberry? You know, we're going red black or
Yeah.
what
No.
Yeah.
No. You could just.
Red.
Hold on. He's gonna go and get his. He's gonna drag his foot along in the dirt somewhere, since I'm assuming that we're.
Yep.
Well, maybe hopefully not outside, but somewhere, a rug or whatever. And he's
Make
going,
a
all right.
circle.
So I guess you get your good berry, and we're gonna throw it in if it's a yes, and you eat it if it's a no. Is that fair?
All right.
All right. And then
No.
tell me how it tastes
Oh
later.
yes.
I will tell you how it tastes.
Okay. Start with me. I don't know. So I'm gonna hold on to this one.
All right. Rob's gonna
Say,
eat
will,
this, and
I
he's
will
gonna
eat the
say
berry.
a little bit like calamari today. Honestly, did you get into
Yeah,
that?
there-
Yeah.
I don't know. Hold on.
Just going to put my berries away in one of my pockets.
Okay, so we got two no's.
And two
Cameron, was
abstains.
that an abstain or was that a no?
That was
Okay,
an
two
abstain.
abstains. Yes.
I have only known what it is like to work with others to reach a goal. So I am going to say yes, because that is really all I know. I've worked with you guys. I've worked with my troop. I have been in the caravan. So all I really know is how to work among others for the best chances of survival. So he's gonna put yes.
Okay, so we got
Two
one yes,
abstentions.
and we got two no's and two abstains.
Yep.
How would
That's
you like
correct.
to resolve this situation?
Well, I get.
We
well,
have to?
here's
Well,
here's the thing
the
here.
thought exercise for Rob was just to see where we're at right now and to see if we should even try going forward to do any of the tasks in front of us. Like, should we try to convince the elves to apologize? Should we go and talk to the council and say, treasure's going to be divvied up by the copper dragon, and you're going to have to live with that? Like, if we don't believe in it,
important-
we shouldn't do any of it.
Why
The
do we
important
have to
question
go with
for me right now is not whether we should do those things. It is what would help Enron and Chiquito decide what they think is best.
All right.
Because that is because if they decide that they don't think the alliance is best, then as you say, we should not expend our energy on that.
Well, I mean, me personally, I think I'd have to see these rest of the group. I mean, we've only really come in contact really with a few of these. I don't want to speak for them if I don't know them. So, I mean, if there's some nobles peoples and whatnot, I feel that they, like I said,
just give them a fair shake. We could go in it. Or, what I would ask, maybe we just go in it, listening, and I feel that the more if we get this alliance going, and it might be really good for a lot of people. I mean, they're. I was just thinking. I mean, it could, like, and to Yaz's point, in a way, it could really be seen as like a even more animosity coming out of it. If we feel that this alliance, I mean, they could see the dragons as they're going to get their own power and whatnot, leaving everyone out of it. You know what I'm saying? This could be an explosive situation. I say we give it a chance. I mean, personally, me, Chiquito, personally, I say the only people I trust 100% are the four other people in this room with me here. 100%. Agreed. I feel that I feel that we are capable of helping these find their dragons out, and I feel that we should be included in this. And if it comes to that, I am 100% with you in saying no, but brokering a deal for us to be included.
Mm.
I just want to see if these other people are worth our time. But I feel like it is worth a chance of checking it out. That's what I'm at right now. I go back to what Show said last night would it have been? To Protanther. I just want the shot to fight, and I'd like to fight with you if you're going to attack. If that's what Show wants, and I think the five of us can help. I don't know about these other folks. I don't know what they're fighting for, other than the ones that don't have anything right now, and those are the ones I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about Waterdeep. I'm concerned about Greenest.
I'm making butterfly wings at all of you.
I don't know what that is. Oh, the butterfly effect.
No,
Oh,
I'm making butterfly wings at all of you because I was already given a choice. My choice was that I could treat you all like butterflies. Nice,
oh, right.
ephemeral,
Oh.
mindless,
Well, not Chiquito. He'll
playful,
be around forever.
beautiful.
I don't
I'm
know.
not treating Chiquito
I
like
don't
a
know.
butterfly.
I'm looking in the future now. It's kind of uncertain right now. It's kind of scary. I mean, I was standing. You saw them. They're breathing down. These are the good dragons, and they give me the willies. I could only imagine the bad ones that big. Yeah, well, you aren't lying.
Sure.
So I'm not going to treat other people like butterflies. I would have treated you like butterflies. I started to treat you like butterflies when I first met you. So
And now,
if you have to convince me that they really are butterflies before I will change my vote. We have to talk to people because I don't trust myself. It's too easy.
do you think we should send out a meeting minutes to kind of cover what we have discussed? Just kind of mail them out
No,
Does
to the
anybody
I say
else
people.
we.
here know how to write?
I don't. I say we just get there and we just talk to them.
Okay.
Where are we
I only
starting? But I mean, as soon as we step out, it seems like something might happen.
Seems like something might happen, but
Something might happen, but
can we
we
step
should.
out? Let's step out.
yeah, let's step out.
Yeah,
So
this is
let's
us, the
talk
people
about
who
some
can handle this and be brave, and we're talking about stepping out.
let's talk about
Okay.
some things that are happening here. So conversation's ongoing. You're having it. There's some things that you're probably going to need to do um, to continue the research. And I'm going to say probably the first thing to do would be to pop back to your base or back in Castle Neritar, where you'll be able to fairly quickly head down the tradeway and get to Waterdeep. You've got your giant lizards and such. So that would probably be step one. It would also get you back
Hmm.
to base and get to checking in. Um, as you do so, I'm going to throw, a wandering monster at you all. and possibly introduce that curveball that I alluded to. Um, so you get that in play. So we're going to go ahead and flip maps real quick. Back
This
over
map
here.
is flipping.
Map is flipping.
Oh, I
And
Flip,
remember this
lizard
map.
folk.
big map.
Anybody got a? Oh, Galaxian. I have Coca, the goddess rat.
The goddess.
There is a goddess rat indeed. Rarely deployed as a voting block though. So this is the castle which you captured from the cult, the elf drow born gray, and have the blessing of the black dragons of the swamp to look after. The lizard folk have been keeping it from falling down, but they don't really like staying inside the castle. So the only one who is prowling about is Snapjaw. He, greets you when you come back, and then heads out to do things. The party is able to move about, and as you are moving about, you detect plummeting from the sky towards you at top speed
Uh-oh.
a small dragon-like creature, a pseudo dragon, some might say. And as it is plummeting from the sky toward you, you're out in the courtyard at the moment. Would any of you move about, take cover, do other things when approached by a pseudo dragon?
Depends if it's hostile or if it's kind of falling to its
I mean, it's sort
demise.
of
Like,
diving towards you like it wants to go from being very high to being at about your level. It's leading with its face. Pseudo dragons do have a tail sting, so it doesn't look like it's about to sting you. But it
This
is fast approaching. Are
this
you
reminds me of Mitch Hedberg going, "I've never run away from a frog in a terrified manner." uh, anyway, uh,
I,
I've
I
always just
hide
wanted to put it in a
Coca.
jar. Um,
I
I
hide
will.
Coca, but stand.
Rob's skittish. He's gonna move to the side.
sure? So basically, the courtyard is the area that you're in. The doors would lead you to an interior area. Please feel free to move yourselves about, and whoever might remain to greet or investigate this diving pseudo dragon.
I'm going to investigate the diving pseudo dragon.
Sure.
I'm gonna have my shield up. I don't know what a pseudo dragon is, so
I mean, it's sort of a dragon, but not quite.
Slow
I mean,
down. Slow down.
show doesn't know what a pseudo dragon is. She is going to get her shield up and be ready.
Got it. And as the pseudo dragon enters the area here, it is a little draconic feature. It has two wings, four legs, a little tail with a spike on the end of it, and
It's very tiny.
it is very tiny. It's a teeny tiny critter. Um, as it pulls up to a stop, fairly close to y'all, um, it begins to speak. And it's a weird sort of speaking, as the mouth does not match the sounds that are coming from it.
It's
Little,
Akira. No, sorry.
little
We must
pseudo
wait for the
dragon thing.
wind.
Yes. And what you hear, or at least those of you who stayed close enough to listen, you don't know me, but we can help each other immeasurably. My name is Iskander, and I made a terrible mistake in joining the cult of the dragon. The cult's horrifying plans are sure to bring doom to us all, but I can stop those plans with your help. Rescue me from the cult's clutches, and I will deliver to you the prize of prizes, the blue dragon mask. Without it, Severin faces an insurmountable setback in his efforts to call Tiamat back to our world. The mask is here in Zonthal's tower, being studied and guarded by only a handful of wizards, myself included. The danger of my treason is becoming the danger of my treason becoming known grows with every passing day, and if I'm discovered, I'll surely be killed. Please hurry, for the sake of everyone and everything you value. At that, the little pseudo dragon closes its little mouth and sort of looks up at you like, huh, where am I and why am I here?
This is the sign we've been waiting for. No,
Fair.
I mean obviously this could be a giant trap, but also we've mostly gotten by on action. um, getting the blue dragon mask. If we could bring that to the Council of Dragons and like as a good faith effort, and then like,
Aren't we going to answer his question?
What was the question?
what was the question?
And as you're like, what was the
Um,
question? You're sort of looking at it. You're like,
It's
huh. Good. Yes.
sorry, I wrote things. It was a message from Iskander.
It's Iskander, yeah.
Iskander.
The name sounds familiar, but before I get to that, message from Iskander, rescue and potentially retrieve the blue dragon mask
Mhm.
at is
Zon-
Ganthor Tower or no?
Zonthal's Tower.
Isn't
Zonthal
that
Tower.
here though, right? Like that's here, isn't it? No? Oh,
No.
I thought this was that weird place where that guy used to have an observatory.
There is a place here that has a cool observatory, but this is Castle Naratar.
Right. I just thought it might have that might be the name of the tower that I didn't write down the last time we were.
It does not, unfortunately.
It'd have been really nice.
Yeah. That'd be convenient. Like we're right already
Let's go
here.
upstairs and rescue him.
Yeah, right.
Where is
What I
the
thought.
is the pseudo dragon still here?
So the pseudo dragon is sitting there, and it's like, is it still there?
Yes.
You sort of look at it for a second. You're like, oh, it's a little less there than it was before. It seems to be like fizzling away as you look at it. Like it's
Are you
not
real?
entirely.
Rob goes bold. We're on our way.
And as you're like, we're on our way, you hear a
Can I
sound
pick it up?
Crazy.
from up above, and looking up, you see that it wasn't entirely alone in the sky. You recognize the sound of wind whistling between hollow bones, as descending
No,
from the sky in
Dracolich.
pursuit was your Dracolich friend, the wandering
Yeah.
monster.
I've been waiting for this. Let's do this thing.
And excuse me just a moment. Indeed, my familiar does want to go out of the room. Go ahead, Badger.
We don't have time. We have to find the tower.
Thank you, chat.
All right, should we split?
And we're going to go ahead and bring up the turn order.
Uh-oh.
We are at 9:40, so what we'll do here is we'll do a quick clear. I'll ask everyone to go ahead and roll their initiative when they get a chance, but we'll take our 5-minute break before we kick into combat mode here. And that'll give me a few seconds to prep.
Oh, I have advantage on that. I should roll again.
Go ahead and roll that. I'm going to flip us to our back soon screen just to see if that works out. So I'm going to turn off our fancy video. Whoop. I'm going to turn on our returning soon screen. Woohoo! It worked!
Oh.
And we will go
Ah,
muted for about
Nice.
5 minutes. Back in 5.
I can't pull.
Could
Alright.
also look at it as putting it out of its misery. Like that thing doesn't want to be here. Like your cleric, it's undead. Send it home. Send him.
It's an undead
home.
Dracolich. That's a little bit.
That's a bit
Send-
that's a bit savage, you know. You can't have the mindset that everything you should just be put into peace like that. You don't. They have a
Aww.
chance.
I only say that because
Aww.
I feel like the Dracolich doesn't want to be here.
Well,
I just
here
say
you
that
are
because
making decisions for the Dracolich. Decide
my
you are
other
making decisions for everybody else. Rob, why are you wanting to make decisions for everybody?
because the Dracolich has tried to kill us a lot. I mean, that's one. And two, it's undead. And three, metagaming, Paul knows Dracoliches don't want to be around.
I just say that, but my other character, that's all they do is they jump the gun and just kill everything because they want to put them at peace. So
Yes.
I've heard.
Okay.
uh,
It's great.
but yeah, like I just like undead. Like I just think of Dusty's character in Saltmarsh. Undead are anguished and want to be put to peace.
Yes.
Uh,
I can talk to them now.
Casey, can,
But he
Casey,
doesn't
can I
look
ask
anguished.
can I ask a favor while we're on break?
Sure.
Can we fix show's spelling on the overlay so it's spelled right?
Oh no, did I? Oh, god, darn it.
send him home.
She does not have a Z in her name.
Send him home.
Wait, what did I do? Wait. How did that happen?
How did what happen?
No,
It happens
Laura.
every once in a while in people's writings in the channel, but that's not her name. Her name's not Zolara. It's Sholara.
Yaz has a homeless education, so sometimes he misspells things.
A homeless education.
Yeah, it's homeschooling, but a little less.
Without a home.
Yeah,
Let's see
homeschooling,
here.
but
I
a
can do
little
it.
less. Dang, I
Excellent.
keep looking at your health ed slash show,
Yeah.
and that's a beautiful number.
Yes, 111.
So good.
Oddly, that's my extension in the office.
Nice.
By
If he
happenstance.
dies, let him die. Let
So,
us
Do I
like,
have to sing when I'm doing that
live.
with the undead?
Eldritch Blast.
I just enjoy that song from Les Mis, and I think it was funny.
If I were
You are
to
correct
use
on both counts.
Whispers of the Dead on this thing, could I speak to it? I mean, I also speak through
Ooh.
Chronic, so I'm just curious. Like,
Wait, you speak through what?
I have
Oh, you speak Draconic. I thought you said you speak the Chronic, and I'm like, what's
I
up,
thought you
Dragon?
said I speak to convicts.
I speak all forms of chronic pain.
That's- it's like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg were gonna drop the needle on the Chronic, and then we're 1, 2, 3 into the foe. This Dracolich is gonna be no more. I can't do it. I can't do that.
More than I could ever do.
All right.
That should have
Yes,
never.
Onder. Well done. Puff puff pass. And so let's bring our everybody good settled back in. We'll bring the video back online here. Do, 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 do.
Do 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 da da do da
See
da
here.
do do.
Gonna hit this button and it should fade us in. Whoop. Cool. And then I hit this button to take away our cool little scrolly scroll.
We are Chiquito-less. Can he hear us?
Uh-oh.
I'm coming.
He's
Okay.
coming! Run!
He was in the bathroom.
Oh,
Not
that's
far.
And
I
so
listen while I'm in the bathroom.
Everyone has the ability to speak at the dead. I love
I
that.
stare in the mirror and listen.
let's see
I'm going to
here.
take that as a
I don't
request
ever do
from
that.
Galaxian, and I will be working AHA into the next couple.
Mm,
I already have my next Bardic Inspiration picked out, but after that, I will be
excellent.
working.
I'll fit that in.
And so, descending from the sky, your Dracolich friend, in its cavernous belly, 3 kobolds are hanging out, as well as a humanoid figure. You recognize them as one of the Thayan wizards who has
Ugh,
been working to
I hate Illinois wizard.
manage the dragons. Rob Oakes, you are the first up.
All right.
We will say, let's do. How far did they get down before you noticed? Let's find out. We're gonna say 3D. Now let's say 4D 100s, and the total will be how far up they are at the moment. 195 feet above you.
Uh-huh. All right. That changes some decisions. 1 second, please. Checking
Sure.
ranges. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. Uh, Rob is gonna move this way, and he's just been thinking a lot about what Anrin had to say about butterflies. So I'm gonna move back to this side of the field of battle,
Mhm.
and then I will say to Anrin, "Come, my lady, come, my lady. I'm your butterfly, sugar, baby. Come, my lady, come, my lady. I'm your butterfly, sugar, baby." And now you're inspired. That's a
Damn.
that's a D8.
I felt it.
I
I
know.
did too.
I was feeling it.
Pretty
Drop that
solid.
D8.
Thanks, Crazy Town. All right.
Rob Oakes, you got anything else there?
They are two. They are out of range of everything I have. But for a kobold, if they get into my range
Mhm.
before my next turn, I'd like to loose an arrow. That's it.
Sure. What is the range that would be?
I think 80 feet.
Okay. If they get within 80 feet, you shall do so.
They're within your long range now.
They are. I don't want to try that. I'll wait until they get to 80. Yep.
Sounds good. One of the kobolds is leaning out, kind of lining up their arm as if they're going to fire some sort of ray down at Chiquito, but not quite yet. Anrin, what are you doing?
Oh, I was thinking about um, conversations that we had had about what to do if we ever saw this again and whether or not it wanted to sleep. So I'm going to practice throwing turn undead on the Dracolich
Uh,
just because.
does Turn Undead have a range to it?
That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm looking for.
It
I don't.
does. We had this discussion.
I feel like it may, but I don't remember what it is.
I think
Let
it
me
might
go
be
look
30
at
feet.
it.
I want to say it is actually 50 feet, but I don't remember. We just had this conversation in Ghost of Saltmarsh a couple weeks ago.
Skimming, skimming, skimming.
This is new to me.
Turn Undead, 30 feet. So you would guess, based on its speed, probably not likely to get in within 30 feet this round, maybe next.
Okay, so then I'm going to hold that action until it gets within range.
Okay, sounds good. Yaz, what might we be doing?
Interestingly enough, they are not within range from me. So I am going to 5, 20, 30. I'm gonna like move over here just to try to separate us from being in a group,
Mhm.
just to be safe. Or
Where are
as
you
much as
not all running into the buildings?
I'm running next to a building. Actually,
Where are you not running into the doors?
I mean, I'm kind of heading in that direction. Like, okay, fine. I'm like halfway there already. Decisions. Anyway, panic
Conservation.
mode. I get there and I hold an action to do my Eldritch Blade.
Okay,
Once
and
they're close.
Blette is what range?
120.
120.
A zillion feet.
A zillion feet. Not
And here I thought I would never need to do like a spell sniper thing. And this is the perfect opportunity for that.
Yeah,
See?
he is really.
Another of the kobolds lines up a shot Focusing fire at Chiquito, it seems. Waiting for range. Show.
No.
What you doing?
Shit. Well, Chiquito hasn't acted yet. Is likely to act after me. Rob has acted. I'm
Yep.
gonna step in front of Rob, get my shield up, and try to just get in the way and take the dodge action.
Your dress looks really good on you right now. I just wanted to tell you that.
No.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That was bad. That was bad. I'm sorry.
As that happens, the Red Wizard also starts to line up a shot.
I hate Red Wizard, Illinois fan wizard.
Yep. Red Wizard has a shot lined up. Kobold lines up a shot as well. They are all just waiting for the Draco Lich to drop. Chiquito, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay there. No, I'm gonna. uh, well,
I'm just gonna hang out.
I,
Actually, no,
looking
wait.
up his
I'm
little
sorry.
beady
They're
eyes.
Tiamats, so they're like
Oh!
this. Like.
It was Chiquito's time to speak chronic. He's just hanging out.
Yeah. Well, number of things as a druid I could do.
Hmm.
All right, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can move here. I'm kind of in the middle of everything. That sucks. I does it? I mean, I don't want to meta, but does it pretty much look like they're all just pointing right at me right now?
Like you
Is that
take a
what it
step to the
feels
left,
like?
they all shift to the left. You take a step to the right, they all shift to the right.
Is somebody
Okay.
playing that song? Everybody step to
Take
the
2
left.
steps now.
Cha-cha, y'all.
Cha-cha.
Do the fucking line dance.
Yeah.
Ta-ta, yeah.
This is no time to boot, scoot, and boogie. Chiquito, get on it. Let's go.
Boogie. All right. We're gonna just go ahead and stash.
Oh.
Where are you going, Chiquito?
We're going in here.
Uh-oh. Whole nother thing coming out of that room.
Unfortunately, that's what I'm doing right now.
Actually.
Because I see that we're following me, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do that real quick, and I guess that's the end of my turn until I'm able to do something more effective.
Sure. So as your turn ends, the dragon continues to drop. A distance of 160 feet it plummets. As it does, it angles a bit to get over on this side. It's about 35 feet up in the air, so we're just going to end up positioning this about 35 feet away. But as it does come down, it will give them the angle to shoot at Chiquito. Chiquito, you will get a +5 to your armor class for taking the shelter. Good
Okay.
idea. Because that is 3 sets of scorching rays, which is a total of 9 shots.
Ooh.
All right. I'll let you know right now. You're going to have to beat a 23.
A 23. Here come the
Yep.
9 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only
Whoa.
one manages it.
Whoa.
5 points of fiery damage.
Oh, that's it.
And then
And then
the Red Wizard, who is sending down something just a little bit more fiery. Good news, you moved more than 20 feet away from your closest friend, so it's only you who has to deal with the fireball.
Oh.
Boom. DC 14 dexterity saving throw, please, Chiquito.
Okay.
Boop.
You said that they dropped within
They
30
are
feet?
they're about 35 feet up in the air, so I'm going to move them up to about here. That is not so good as a pass.
So
I'm
we
gonna use-
can unleash arrows and
You
Eldritch
can
Blasts?
unleash Elros and Eldritch Blasts now. And we will
Okay.
say that, for the sake of argument, that is where they are in the air versus on the ground.
So all of our spells and things like that, we can do those.
You are there at. They were 5 extra feet away. They could not get within 30 feet, so they're at 35. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately.
he was not fast enough. No gravity assist. But
we're playing that rerolls carryover, right? We're doing that.
sure, if
All
it's
right.
on your post-it note, you've got it.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll.
Galaxian was just asking about that one.
You are
I,
I've
to
got
answer
one left.
Galaxian, I have 3.
you're a
I have-
Deinonychus?
I've got one.
No, not anymore. I don't know what I am, but I think whatever it is,
Just took
He's
34
gonna
points of
hurt.
fiery damage.
Oh shit! All right.
Yes, your first Eldritch Blast will go wide. The second one will hit. You were aiming at which one?
I should have stated that. I did not think to state it. It would have. It would. I was thinking the wizard.
The wizard. You got it. That will strike the wizard 6 points of forceful damage there.
Casey, are they within 80 feet?
They are within 80 feet.
So my hold action would go into effect as well?
Certainly may.
Okay. A kobold, maybe?
Kobold is not going to get hit with that 12.
All right.
These are better than your average kobold. You might have picked up
got-
from the fiery death.
Ah,
Draco Lich, 30 feet away. Do-do-do. Oh, he dashed. He got nothing. He
Dun,
dashed.
dun.
He got nothing. Rob Oaks, what you doing?
all right. Can I see Chiquito from where I'm at?
You can not see Chiquito from where you're standing right now. There's a wall in the way.
All right.
About
Man,
3 steps to the north, maybe?
if I get in front of Aaron and Show, then they just end up needing to rescue me. So I'm gonna actually split the difference and move over here.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna. How far am I away from you guys? Oh, that might not be close enough. Oh, it is. Okay. I'm gonna drop Fairy Fire right on the entirety of the Dracolich area there.
Ooh, absolutely. Unborn. He does have advantage on this saving throw. It is a dex check, right? Yeah?
Correct. Ooh, that didn't work out for him.
That did not work out for him, and he is not legendary. So, he is lit up. Got a red wizard in here. Dexing. He's
did
gonna
it.
pass. 3 kobold scale sorcerers. Like a typewriter. 1, 2, 3. What's my
That
DC?
17 just made it,
All
but
right.
the 14 failed.
14 failed. He's got
What
the
about-
glow.
Oh, is the Unborn the Dracolich? Okay.
Unborn is the Dracolich.
Okay, got it. All right. Well, at least I got the Dracolich. Cool. And that was my action. I cannot work Aha into an inspiration just yet, so I'm gonna leave it alone for now. I might use it as cutting words later. And that's it for Rob.
Got it. That's going to bring up one of our kobolds camped out inside there. They look towards you all. Rob, they don't like that fairy fire, so you got a trio of scorching rays coming at you. Rob, number 1, number 2, number 3.
3 hits.
3 hits, 7 points of fiery damage, and can I see a con saving throw on your spell? Concentration.
Indeed. All right, and then I take 5. You said, or 7?
7. 7 fiery damage.
We got it.
Anrin, what do we got?
So I am going to go ahead and sort of turn undead.
Ooh.
Except for I'm not sure how to do that.
You basically just say I'm going to turn undead,
Turn undead.
and
Range
then
of 30 feet.
so you'll have to step 5 feet closer, but that's fine.
5 feet closer is easy enough to do.
Ooh, and
Hey, thanks, Alex.
Alex has bought everybody a reroll.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank
Well, he's bought all the
you.
players a reroll.
Don't worry,
Oh,
it's
that feels so sad.
But
And you know he's gonna buy you one.
it's coming.
but
I
I'm already
guilt tripping him.
happy. Somebody bought me a wandering monster and has brought the unborn into play. So we may
It's
get
so
to
much fun.
we may get to wrap this one up here. Unborn is making a wisdom saving throw, I think, on a turn undead.
Yes, they all are.
Only the Draco Lich is undead.
Oh,
The
that's true. Sorry.
others are living. Wisdom saving
Thank
throw.
you for
Come
that
on,
reminder.
buddy. This would be embarrassing.
That would be awesome.
26.
Good grief.
He's
Oh,
going
that'd be funny if he had to run
nowhere.
with all of them inside of him and just.
I'm
Was he at
Oh,
disadvantage because of the fairy fire?
No, that
No,
doesn't
not
help.
on
No.
that.
Doesn't
But
help.
yeah, I was fearing that was going to happen, but thankfully it did not. Anrin, that would be an action, any additional movement or bonus action.
And you got a reroll, Casey, in
Oh,
case you
and a
missed
reroll
it.
for Casey. Thank you much.
Yep.
Okay, well, at this, I'm going, after watching all of the fiery nonsense, I have no idea what happened to Chiquito. I'm going to go ahead. Are these actual doors or just doorways?
Actual doors. They have doors. They have doors.
Okay. Can I take a free action to open the door and head over towards Chiquito?
I don't think Chiquito ever closed his door. I don't remember that happening. Chiquito, did you close your door?
Hence the fireball, right?
Yeah, it's the fireball.
I mean, it would. I was peeking out. How about that?
Yeah, I think you were.
Okay, so, and I am pulling the door shut.
Okay, pulling the
Oh.
door shut.
You see his little tree branch kind of sizzling still.
Oh, no.
Yaz, what are we doing?
Okay. They are. I know you said this a bunch of times, but I'm just double checking. You said it's within how many feet of us currently?
They're within 35 feet of you. They're actually a little closer to you. We'll say they're within 20 or so. So they are about where they are.
Perfect. I'm going to put a Hexblade's Curse on the Draco Lich, and then I am going to use the dash action to run over here.
Alrighty.
Scurry.
Let's open again.
And close if I can.
Close it.
You can free action open it, but then you wouldn't have the action to close it again.
Oh. Sorry.
So you just like looking at everybody with the door open.
Mm,
What? I was born in the barn.
Yeah,
sorry, now
nope.
I'm like,
Yeah, no.
oh, I could go that way, but that's open. Could not go that way. Could not go that. Oh wait, can I go that way? No.
The stairs go up or
That way?
down?
I
Oh, I
don't
can,
know.
I can go that way and still leave your door closed. Can I say I go into this room instead so they can keep their door closed?
I mean, sure.
Okay, because I can dash that far, I promise.
As a bonus action?
No, it was a bonus action to do the Hexblade's Curse and then an action to dash.
Oh, okay, got it. Yep.
Yep.
Fair. Got myself confused there. Cool.
All good.
So Yaz, as you dart back in there, Kobold Scale Sorcerer with the Fairy Fire is going to try and take out the person who's got the Fairy Fire on them. 3 more Scorching Rays coming at Rob Oakes. 1, 2, 3.
2 hit.
2 hit. Number 1. Number 2, 14 points of fiery damage. Can I see 2 con saves, please?
Yes, sir.
Pass and
Okay.
pass.
And I take 14.
14.
Okay.
Unless you got some sort of fire resistance.
I do not.
Go. What you up to?
How tall is the wall here?
Short enough that you can jump up to it because you jumped up from the outside. I'm gonna say it was something like 14-ish feet.
Oh yeah, easy then. So yeah, I'm gonna run, jump up there.
Mhm.
That's uh, that's one move.
Okay.
And how much? So then they're about 20 feet up.
I will say you are within jumpy stabby range.
All right. I will rage, which gives me my instinctive pounce to
Mhm.
move another 15 feet up. At jumping at them. At
Sure.
which point, I will call down lightning on the nearest kobold, because why not?
You got it. Kobold sorcerer, Dexy.
Yep.
Is gonna take 3 points of that. Absolutely.
And then with my attack, as I'm jumping at them, I am going to first attack at that same kobold.
Okay. That kobold is not fairy fired. That will miss.
Okay. And then second attack will be to grapple the Dracolich. I mean, not to like restrain it or anything, but I'm grabbing on.
You got it. So it does not want that to happen, so it is trying to shake you off. It is setting the bar at a 22. What you got?
Ooh, I am gonna re-roll.
Alrighty.
Boy,
This is
you-
oh damn it! It's at advantage, but I didn't get there.
Too shy with advantage. So you do not manage the grapple. You end up falling back to the roof. It is in mid dive, so we'll say you're staying within range of things. Show anything else?
Nope,
Got
just
it.
disappointment.
Disappointment. Well, maybe the red wizard will make you feel better.
Is he gonna fail too?
I mean, he might. What he's gonna do is he's going to look at you, and he is going to. Man, you all spread out.
Mhm.
Yes.
Damn it.
We are starting to become tactical for a change.
So you know what? We're just gonna go with the big magic missile display on Rob Oakes.
Oh no.
Oh.
Rob Oakes, and I'm about to learn something about Rob's spell choices. Rob, this is a big one coming at you. A lot of spells.
Can I counterspell it?
Range on counterspell?
Da, 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 da. 60. Yep.
So it is within counterspell range. What level counterspell spell are you casting? He's putting
Third.
a fair bit of oomph behind this.
I'll go 4.
You'll go 4?
Yep.
All right. The spell the Red Wister is casting fizzles. No bolts are expended.
All right.
Yay!
Chose wisely.
Did it.
Knock down a spell, knock down a spell. And so, that's going to bring up our little scale sorcerer. Last of the fiery rays. Which one are you? You are not within 5 feet, and you don't like fairy fire, so 3 more coming at Rob Oakes. Rob Oakes, 1, 2, 3.
2 hit.
2 hit. Womp, womp. 6 points of fiery damage and 2 con saves. So we move around to Chiquito. Uh-oh.
I'll re-roll that one.
Reroll that one. Nope.
Ugh,
Oh,
that's
fairy
it.
fire falls.
Uh-oh. Alright, Chiquito's gonna go ahead and look out.
Big scary things out there.
Rob, get the hell in here! And he's gonna
I had an idea, but okay.
We fear for your
I'm
safety.
busy tacticking.
Yeah.
We're tacticking. I guess so, huh? Either way, he's gonna cast. He's gonna pull out his wand of winter and cast ice storm on the whole group,
Oh,
excluding Show, because Show fell.
excluding show. And could you bring up the ice storm spell for me, please? I believe it
Uh,
is frost and bludgeoning damage you're about to
it
deploy.
is. I have it on a different thing because I still need to add that, but it's bludgeoning and cold damage.
And do I get a save or do they just take it?
You need to make a Dex 15.
Dex 15, you got it. Red Wizard, Dex 17 passes. Dracolich, Dex 22 passes. 3 Kobold Sorcerers. Dexy, Dexy, Dexy. Fail, fail, fail. So 2
Okay.
passes, 3 fails. Let's see that
I'm
damage.
gonna give you that full damage. Either way, it is going to be 2d8 bludgeoning and 4d6 cold. 4d6 cold.
Yeah, that is 22 points of damage. These kobolds do not look good.
Difficult terrain because there are hailstorm. There's like a hailstones being plummeted around. I don't know if it makes sense in the air, but that's what's going on. And yeah, that's it.
Got it.
20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
You got it. Good news, bad news is they're not going anywhere because they have a show to fight with. As the unborn tries out claws and bite. Pair of claws coming at you. Show.
I'm gonna make it a point to move. Too, by the
Got
way.
it. And a
Both
bite
hit.
coming at show. Give me
Hit.
1 second. I just want to make sure. Yep, I was rolling 19s. Okay. That seemed very high.
Those are a lot of very high numbers.
Those are a lot of very high numbers. We got a bite, a claw, and a claw. The lightning damage does not apply, but the slashing will.
All right.
Where did that lightning
Okay.
damage come from? That was in the bite. Get that out of there. It's supposed to be there. And that'll bring us to Rob Oakes. The Dracolich is settled, kind of bracing itself between the tower and the rooftop, trying to chew on show as the kobolds move about within. Rob, what you doing?
Rob is going to play his greatest hits. And as long as Show consents, she's going to turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
As you go to try and make show a Tyrannosaurus Rex, you feel the spell fizzle. And the wizard looks at you and says, "It doesn't feel good, does it?"
Fine. Then Rob will move. So I lose that spell, right?
You do. It did cost the red wizard a 5th level spell, though.
Green here is, what is that?
There.
Point again. Plants and shrubbery?
So that's difficult terrain.
No. That's just the moss and
Just
It's
green.
vines.
It's just for pretty?
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
for pretty.
Okay. Rob's dashing.
He is.
Yes, he is.
Nice.
And that'll be it because I'm using my action and my movement for that.
Got
I
it.
think I actually get to hear.
Sounds good. Rob, as you duck behind the corner, you can hear the kobolds having to switch. Stepping down a bit here, they are going to instead chuck a chromatic orb at Show. Show, you got an orb coming your way. 10's going to miss. Anrin, what you up to? Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, 13's gonna miss. Pack tactics didn't help.
Okay. I'm going to get to where I am in range. I am in range. I'm going to go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon. And I'm going to cast it right next to the Thayan Withered.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go ahead and do that.
Go ahead. That should give us an attack roll.
And I'm casting it at that level.
A 19 is going to hit the Thane Wizard for 10 points of
Okay.
damage. Ronk.
And then going to move. I can't help but noticing that there are stairs, and are those stairs up?
Those stairs go up. You know those stairs go up to the walkway between the library and the set. So that would take you up to where Show is kind of standing.
Oh, it is so tempting. But I'm not going to.
Okay. So that was a bonus action for the spiritual weapon, and any action for you.
Okay. So since it was a bonus action, I can go ahead and cast another spell.
Cantrip. You have a cantrip.
Cantrip. Okay. Then I am going to cast Word. I can't get close enough to cast Word of Radiance. Darn it.
Sacred Flame works the same way as a distance spell. It
Yep.
just will only hit one target.
Yep. And so I'm going to go ahead and use that to target, thank you, the Thayan Wizard again.
Sure can. Sacred Flame is a Dex save, I think. Dexy Red Wizard. 6 is not going to do it. Give me some damage on that. 3 points of radiant damage. Well struck. And anything else?
Wow, I have so many actions all of a sudden. I have no idea what to do with all of them.
So that's the bonus. That's the action. A little bit of movement, and then I think you're out.
I think I'm out. Yeah.
All right. Yaz, what are we doing?
All right.
All right.
Thinking.
Thinking.
Okay. Could I possibly cast shoot, where did it go? It was here. Sorry, it took me a second to like remember where this is. Okay, so that's square. I'm trying to. So I want to do a Hunger Havadar somewhere right here.
Okay.
So it's kind of like it's kind of like it should hit the two kobolds in the end and the dragon, but not at Show. It's like I think it was right here is where I was measuring. Where like
Okay.
I think it's on the dot. I think it's like right there.
Does it matter if they're in the air? Can it be cast like in the air?
I think it can be cast in the air. It's a point within your range, correct?
I
Yep,
mean, it's
so-
extra creepy if it's a big black tentacly sphere floating in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, so I'm trying to. Sorry, it's like now I'm working in 3D. I'm like, I'm like, if I remember correctly, I was measuring from like here or here, and I was able to position it in a way that kind of just nicks them without touch and show.
All right. So
And it's
let me think here. So you could either put it above them so that the ball was bigger above them, but it narrows down where they are, so where Show is. That would let them potentially drop out from the bottom of it. Or you could put it on the ground, in which case they can't get underneath it. Then you would have to pick where it's gonna go.
Oh, coming.
And 1, 2. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's this big. So you
Should
could.
be 20 radius.
I mean, that there.
I believe. Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is probably your prime-ish positioning.
Yeah. That's better than what I was thinking. So
Okay.
it was hard. It was hard to measure. You know.
Understood.
But yeah. So Yaz would have stepped out, cast that, and then dipped back in.
Sure. So a blob of horror appears, engulfing all such things, um, which is bad. Uh, yeah, as you step back in, that's going to bring us up to our first scale sorcerer. Please give me the, I think, cold damage comes first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry. Took me a second. There's a lot of words there.
5 or better. Do me 5 or better. That's 5 or better. That is no longer a kobold scale sorcerer.
You got it.
Show. A lot of blackness, a lot of tentacles. What
Wait,
you doing?
Why do I hear crying?
Those are the kobolds.
Oh no, that was me. I'm gonna move and jump down and go down here
Seems reasonable.
and lose my rage.
As you do so,
Sorry.
well, you wouldn't lose your rage immediately unless you're giving it up.
I went around without attacking or being hit, so I lost my rage.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I guess I did get hit at the start, so I'm about to.
Okay. Um. That's gonna bring up the red wizard. Can I get another dose of cold damage? Come on, dispel magic. Nope. And so 7 points of damage. Not dead yet. He's gonna clamber his way out up onto the rooftops here. So that is 10 feet to get out. That is 15. 30 gets him there. From there, I think he can see Show. So Show, got some damage coming your way, I think. Go with the magic missiles, and he's going to go as big as he can because he knows things are hurting. Bop. What?
I can't see the caster, right?
I
Yeah.
do not think you can see the caster, but it's
Nope.
okay. That was the lamest magic missile set of rolls
Okay.
Mhm.
ever rolled. 15 points of magic missile forcey damage. Kobold scale sorcerer, give me some cold damage. Get me higher than 2. Yeah, this dude's just dead. And Chiquito,
Yeah.
what you doing?
Well, I had many things I was gonna do. Let me see what I'm doing now. I am well, I'm gonna do that anyway, cause why not? Chiquito, how what is the range as far as like downwards over here? Could I step out and still not be
No, it's kind of engulfing that
immediately,
whole area,
even where I am on the ground?
even where you are on the ground. So she filled it up so that there's, or Yaz, sorry, Yaz, he filled it up so that it's a whole blob.
Okay.
Alright.
Chiquito, no. Don't worry. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could get out here. That's no problem.
And you look up,
Well,
and on the roof you can see a red wizard peering down.
I could see that red wizard peering down, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and go and look up and smile, and a large storm cloud appears.
As you smile and you try and call forth a large storm
Uh
cloud,
oh.
I'm going to ask you an important question. Is that storm
Yeah.
cloud of 4th level or higher spell?
It is. It was going to be 5th level.
All right. If it is 5th level, he has to roll to see if this works. He is casting a 4th level counter spell.
Okay.
And so, I need a DC of 10 plus the spell's level. You're going to be making a
15?
spell casting chest, so we need a 15 out of my
How do you
hint.
caught?
But
So-
an 11. Storm
Alright.
clouds appear. What do those storm clouds do, Chiquito?
Well, they're going to be hidden right here, and anything within. It's going to go ahead and hit. I guess it's good because I can't see this. So
Yeah, that's just a sphere of blackness at the moment.
here, and anything within 5 feet. I don't know what's in 5 feet, but it's going here.
Okay,
And it is. I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and put that out now.
please.
Call lightning at 5th level.
Yeah? What's that do?
Well,
Chiquito, what happens to a red wizard that's struck by lightning?
Oh, don't do that.
DC 17.
DC 17.
I think we already did that earlier.
Do we? I
Oh,
don't know.
red wizard is no more. Well done, Chiquito.
I like to picture like the 80s 90s special effects where it's like it's there but then it's just tattered clothes and smoke.
You
The
get like,
ship's still there, but they're smoking.
you get like
Yeah.
10 frames of like the skeleton flashing behind him, and then just falls.
And Chiquito just sits there with a nice little smile and just sits there like this and waits.
Sits there and waits. And as you sit there and wait, Chiquito, your patience is rewarded because bursting out of the darkness comes a Dracolich. Before it gets out, however, it does take some damage. Could I see that cold damage? 8 points of cold damage. Does your Hexblade's Curse do anything?
It does. Sorry, let me double check. It does have. It's different than hex. Okay, so place a baleful curse. Did that. Curse for 1 minute.
Hmm?
Ends early if target dies. I die. Okay, you gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. The bonuses equal my proficiency, so add a 4.
Add 4 to that. And is that
Add 4 to that.
is there the condition of if attack roll or just if damage?
Oh, that's a good question.
The Hexblade has the one, or the Hex has the one about if attack roll.
Right. You gain bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. The bonus equals, it just says damage.
You got it. Take that 4 points of damage.
Oh, that has to do if it's a hit. That's if it dies. So that's it.
Sounds good. It has a lot of movement as it flies out of that cloud. Chiquito, you are the nearest to it. It is closing in on you. Chiquito, you've got the bite claw combo coming. Claw, claw, bite. I think the claws and the bite might tag you.
Yep.
Claw and bite. 27 points of damage. Is that cloud a concentration spell?
It sure is.
Could I get 2 con saves from you then?
Sure. 2 cons. And I took Warcaster, so I have that advantage.
Inside the Dracolich,
Only 2 of those claws hit, right?
only 2 of the claws hit.
Sorry, one claw and 1 bite hit.
One,
Sorry.
yeah, 1 claw and 1 bite. Because if 15 does not hit, Chiquito,
Right, that it doesn't hit.
got it.
Con save. First
Con
one
save.
for the 11.
Yep.
Meh.
It's a pass. 10 is
rerolled.
10 is what you
Is it?
needed.
Oh,
Yep.
10
oh,
is
that's
what you
right.
needed.
Oh,
You're
that's
good.
right. That's right, because it's half. And the second one,
Ooh.
con.
An 11's pass. You still have clouds.
I'm not. It looks like I'm smiling, but it's more like it's frozen. You know what the hell?
Rob Oakes, what you doing
Rob?
out there?
Rob will move up to here, look
Mhm.
at the Dracolich, and
Mhm.
saying, "Take on me, take on me, take me on." And I will cast Healing Word at 4th level on Chiquito.
Ooh.
And so that will be my last 4th level spell. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. So that'll be 16 for Chiquito.
16 for Chiquito.
And then that was my bonus action and my movement. And the only other thing I can do is sort of just kind of shoot a short bow at
Shoot a short
the
bow.
remaining kobold in there.
Let's see it. 13 will miss.
Yeah, well, whatever. All right, and that'll be it. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I
Whoop.
still have a little bit of movement.
A
I'm
little bit
gonna
of
move
movement.
back to there.
Move back to there. Chiquito, you got a kobold right up in your face. That kobold looks at you, looks down into his hands, looks at you again as like, I did not come equipped for melee combat, and is going to chuck a chromatic orb at you. Due to combination of pack tactics and other things, it's a standard attack.
It's a
So,
counter spell.
ooh, it's a counterspell. Counterspell deployed. It goes,
Hold on.
"Pwah!" and just,
Yeah, that fails. I imagine. Okay.
yep, faily fail. Anrin,
Oh.
what you doing?
I need to know what I can see.
So you can see a wall. You can see Chiquito is engaged with the Dracolich. So you know that things are happening there, but you can't see it because of the little interior wall and the doorway. So you
Okay.
know things are happening, but you can't see them.
So my spiritual weapon is still hanging out here in the cloud, right?
Correct.
So I'm gonna move it 20 feet. That's perfect.
Sure.
And I'm gonna go ahead and attack the Dracolich
Certainly
because
may.
I can't reach the kobold, I don't think.
No, it's on the far side at the moment.
Right. Okay, so here we go. So I just hit the damage again. I don't hit the cast, right?
I still hit the cast. You want it because the cast will
Okay.
give you the attack roll. Ooh, super miss.
Ooh, dang it. Well, that's irritating. Um, so that was all a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So I am worried about Chiquito, so I'm going to go ahead and go 5, 30, and now I have another action,
Sure.
and I'm going to go ahead and use my glaive, which should reach. Will it reach the kobold?
Yes. Yep. You got reach with that.
Okay. And this is just not. Oh
Oh,
wow, it didn't matter anyway. It was really horrible. I'm going to re-roll that.
alrighty. Got to do better than a pair of twos.
Got to.
I mean,
You'd think,
you did a
right?
pair of ones. I mean, you're due for a pair of threes now.
Let's hope for that.
Nope, you goofed it up. Uh, but,
That was just huge amount of damage, though.
is that? Who's wearing the fancy belt?
Yep. That's Anrin.
Yeah,
Anrin's wearing the fancy belt.
Aaron, you shouldn't have a +1 strength. You should have a bigger strength than that.
Yep.
Your strength modifier is +4 now.
Oh, I forgot about that. Why did what? Why did? Okay.
I
If
think,
we leveled up, it might have reset it.
yeah, I think Roll20 may be
Ah,
doing creative things. But that, because with the +4, that would make it 5, which is enough for the kobold to go down.
okay.
And the
Thank
reason I
you.
thought I was like, as soon as she hits, this dude's dead, and then you got a 2. Something was going wrong there.
Okay.
Anrin, you still have another attack left, I think.
I do. So I'm going to go ahead. Well, I guess I do because I get a double attack on my action.
Sure
So
do.
let me go ahead and do that again. And will you do the math on the change
Yeah, we'll add
again?
them in there. So that would be well, that's not gonna do it.
That's not going to do it.
Aaron, anything else?
Um, no, I'm just going to stay right here and keep an eye on Show and Chiquito and keep myself close to the Dracolich.
Got it. Yaz, what are we doing?
Yaz is going to. He's going to take a breath. Be brave. I got a plan. Let's see if it actually works. It's a two-parter. He's going to use the dash action so he can kind of get into range.
Okay.
It's like down within like.
Oh yeah, it's on. It's in fighty range.
Okay,
It's on the
cool.
ground.
He is going to run up there with some of the movement and use the bonus action to do Hungry Jaws, which is going to taste disgusting, but he's going to do it. Bite.
13's not gonna do.
That's okay. I don't think he really wanted to anyway. And he's going to use the last bit of that dash, if possible, to just put himself like here
Okay.
and not directly in front of it.
Sure.
And that's it. Yes.
Got it. Show.
I'm going to jump back up, get up on the wall, and attack it from up here.
Okay.
So first will be the lightning.
First will be the lightning. As the lightning hits it, it just discharges harmlessly.
All right. Then first attack.
25 is gonna hit.
There it is.
Necrotic probably doesn't do anything.
Necrotic does a little bit.
Okay. Well, it's 15 damage plus 3 necrotic.
15 plus 3, that equals 16 based on that math. And then again,
Second swing is another 25, exactly the same.
got it. Kronk kronk. Show anything else?
Nope.
Got it. Chiquito.
Did I see that the lightning had no effect, or did
You
it just
did
miss?
see that the lightning had no effect.
Oh well.
And he is turning into.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta send you a picture.
right.
So as giant snake appears, let me just scoot the Chiquito out of the way for targeting reasons. Constrict a 15 will not hit.
Well, he's here. That's it.
Okay. That's going to bring up the Lich, which was previously very happy dealing with Chiquito, but now that it's seen you turn into a snake, it's like, maybe I'll go beat up on someone else. So we're gonna aim for Show at the moment, who's been doing the damage. Show, you've got a trio of attacks coming at you. A bite, claw, claw combo. Bite, claw, claw, burrow.
My God.
That's gonna be a bite, a claw,
Jeez.
and a critty claw.
Yeah.
And as it gnaws on Show, Rob Oaks, what you gonna do?
Send text messages to Isaac with
Excellent.
an extension.
And proficiency bonus. Thank you for the compliments on the overlay. We can blame everything on the central player character. Yaz's player was kind enough to help us with the overlay.
All right. I cannot get close enough to do what I want to do. How does the Dracolich look like it's damaged to me at all?
Maybe I was unclear in what a Dracolich is. It is a skeleton with flesh hanging off of it. How would
I
you like to
know.
measure this?
Does our little skeleton bits falling off of it?
Constantly,
is it
yes.
All right. You know what? I've already wasted a lot of spell slots. Who cares? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go big? and I will cast Polymorph on Yaz.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I request no?
Okay, yeah.
Because I want to do a thing, and I
Okay,
need to be
never
able
mind.
to cast. Sorry.
Never mind.
No problem.
I will sense that in the ether, maybe? Or do I
Yeah.
burn a spell slot?
No,
You
I would
see
say, I would say you yell out your intention like, Yaz, don't try and resist this, and Yaz is like, wait, no, I don't want to be
Okay.
a king of lizards any
As
more than I
tempting
already
as
am.
it is, as tempting as it is, not this time.
Okay,
I want to be a different kind of king of lizards.
got you.
The normal
Uh,
kind.
I thought you were saying like enlarge, and I was like, oh, that'd be better.
no, I was going to turn you into a T-Rex, but
Oh, that'd be cool too. But not. I have an idea.
you have an idea. I don't want to interrupt a good idea. I will.
Assuming it works.
I'm gonna do something super stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. This is really dumb. I am
Okay, me too.
going.
Do
I'm going to class Cloud of Daggers on the center of it
Okay.
at level 5.
I mean, I'm not sure why you think that's really dumb, but okay.
All right. Because I don't have a shit ton of spell slots left, but I feel like we're gonna get a long rest after this, and I'm guessing. Uh, so
lot.
right in the center of it.
Right in the center of it.
Look at those 2 green numbers.
10, that's a cloud of daggers in there.
They're
Okay.
swishing.
Swishing daggers. And so,
That's new.
that will happen at the start of its turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that is it's a womp. Anrin,
And Rob uses
Yes.
this movement to duck around the corner.
what are you up to, Anrin?
What I was doing before, hopefully better.
Okay.
Anrin, don't forget you have inspiration of a D8.
Yes, I did remember that actually just this last turn as I was thinking, oh yeah, he gave me inspiration.
Now might be the time.
Now might be the time.
12?
Hits.
12 does not hit.
However, if I add the D8,
Who
Depends on the
knows?
D8. An 8?
As
Yeah.
we use it, it's gonna die. Oh, but that's great.
An
Perfect.
8 does it. That's
Oh.
10.
Woo.
yes. Okay.
Oh, you're not
And
raging, are you?
is it dead?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, yes, but no.
I mean, is it
It is
disintegrating into
no.
bits and pieces?
It is still a very fighty dragon.
Okay. Well, I suppose I can't bonus action rage in the middle of taking an action.
Yes,
So
you can always
okay, then
bonus
I'm
action.
gonna do that because I'm really upset that it's not like falling apart.
Okay.
Fall apart. Okay, so falling apart, please.
Bonus action rage. You are now the raging.
And now I'm gonna try again.
12 will miss, and this time no D8 to save you.
Ah. It's just awkward trying to hit around the snake and over the wall and not accidentally clip show.
A lot of complicated things
A
going on
lot
at
of
the moment.
complicated things going on.
I think that'll bring us to Yaz, who has an idea that I am
I
excited
have
to
an
hear
idea.
about.
I
I
hope
want
it
to see
works.
the idea. I'm very excited.
He's going to
too.
take one hammerhead
Oh,
and to play into Casey's anime side, he's going to do like Dragon Slayer, or not Dragon, I guess Dragon, but Demon Slayer style, where you see like the whooshy whooshes
The whooshy
of
whooshes?
like the whooshy whooshes, and I've saved this since I've been able to get 3rd level spells, and I've never used it, and finally this is
Ooh.
the time to use it. I'm going to cast Branding Smite,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to hit. Well, yeah, Branding Smite,
Okay.
bonus action, and then I'm going to use my action to smack.
Smack.
So hopefully I can smack.
That would be good.
I hope to smack. It would be this one because it's one hand and
Make
I
a
have
smack
shield.
check.
Smack check.
Smack check.
Can I reroll?
You can.
I want to hit this really bad.
That
Reroll
21
your
will
smack
hit.
check.
Okay,
Your smack
So-
check has succeeded. All right.
21 or sorry, 9 points.
Starting with
plus
9.
Yeah, and then +4 for the Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
And
13.
then I for my branding smite,
Hmm?
let me double check. It is cast at 5th level because Warlock.
Yep.
So he does 4d6 radiant damage.
Eep.
Please be big. Big enough.
13 radiant damage.
And that was my plan. I was hoping it would be a lot bigger than that, but that's, I'm happy with that.
That's a sizable amount of radiant
Yeah.
damage. It's well done.
Anime waves. Shit. Oh, I get one more because I took Thirsting Blade.
Oh.
I don't get the anime swoosh, but like I can hit it.
Hey, you
Bonk.
can hit it for another 11, and your Hexblade's Curse, is that doing necrotic damage?
It doesn't say. It just says bonus damage.
Bonus damage. Okay.
It'd probably be of the type of
Of the type.
the damage dealt.
And bludgeoning is not something it is resistant to.
Does that mean my whatchamacallit branding smite does an extra 4 as well? I don't think so. But that would be cool.
I feel
I
like
think
that's
the
all
branding
in the
smite-
same damage boost.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking too.
Okay. I would have been like, that would have been awesome. But I don't think I don't
Yeah.
think that would have been the case.
I feel like that would stack a little too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, that was a tremendous round.
Smack.
Anything more you'd like to say or do?
If you want to turn me into something big now's the chance, because I'm out of
Now's the time.
Got it.
Show,
I can't do shit.
show what you up to.
Well, I strike it with lightning, but it doesn't matter. And I'm going to take my attacks. It has never failed to hit me, so I'm just going reckless.
Okay, reckless attack. 24 is gonna hit.
Nice.
Ooh, that was a
that's
rough one.
pretty poor.
But 9 points there. 28's gonna hit. 13, 15, 16 points there.
And that's it.
Got it. Chiquito. What you doing there, sneaky sneak?
Well, first, I know we keep on asking.
Sneaky
I know we
sneak.
keep on asking, but this guy must have been taking a little bit of damage, right?
He must be taking damage, but he's like Captain America. He just keeps popping up like I can do this all day.
Oh, I hate that guy. This is. I mean, seriously, this is the Forgotten Realms ass right here.
He's like I mean he's just does not seem to
He's
acknowledge
an ass.
that he's taking damage. He's like he's popping up. He's like, yep, this is great playtime. I'm just gonna keep chewing on my favorite chew toys.
I want this
All
guy
day.
dead so bad. So bad.
Well, could do a number of things.
Have options.
Too many options. I was gonna do something, but I don't know if that's a good idea. You know what? I'm gonna do it because whatever. Here we go. Chiquito's going to turn back into Chiquito.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
a
it's
choice I
probably-
didn't see.
Yeah, it's probably not a good choice, but whatever. Cause whatever. Cause why not? And
You're
he
safe.
is going to cast a giant insect, throw up Gary, a small little scorpion up in the air, and it becomes a giant scorpion and lands on top of the Drago Lynch.
Do you carefully look through the monsters that I've given you and then select one that I haven't given you before? Is that what
Oh,
you
you
do?
have this. I have this one.
Do you have this? Okay.
No, I remember him doing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
before.
So we'll throw Gary down here just for convenience of clicking.
Gary.
Gary, what is Gary doing then?
Gary's going to claw attack.
Claw attack.
Gary.
11's not gonna claw.
Claw attack.
23's gonna claw.
Grappled.
And is grappled, but not restrained, so just grappled.
Sting attack.
Sting attack. 6 is not gonna hit.
Gary's gonna reroll that.
Gary's gonna reroll.
Gary.
5 is gonna hit even
Oh.
less.
Gary.
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 And then Gary. And then now Chiquito's gonna close his eyes.
Grapple.
And that's the end of yeah, that's the end of
In case
you,
this thing is also a Medusa. Good idea.
you know what? You know what? You know what? No, Chiquito's gonna move away. Screw it. Chiquito's going away.
Okay.
Opportunity?
It is,
Do
sure
I want to do
is.
that?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe I don't. Well, here's the difference. The thing is, does Chiquito move a little bit away and take one attack, or does he risk getting all 3 attacks? That's the thing.
I mean,
That's a
I think you're safe.
Oh, I
reasonable
think
math problem.
I think you should run, but I think he's gonna hit show either way.
I don't know that. What is there a way? Am I looking? Is he looking at Smiley?
I think your math is good, but I
Mhm.
think he's not gonna pick you to hit.
So it
But
seemed like Chiquito was the focus of the attacks on the descent.
Yeah,
well, that might change the calculus.
that's what I'm feeling. I'm gonna go ahead and take it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So Chiquito starts to move away. Some things start to trigger. First is going to be the attempt at the bite.
Doesn't show get a sentinel attack if
I believe
somebody?
Show is about to get a sentinel attack. So
Okay,
the bite attack coming
sorry,
at Chiquito.
I'm being that guy. I'll stop.
Is
Sorry.
this on? I'm not taking a reaction on Chiquito's turn.
Okay.
Oh,
So if you're
okay.
not taking a reaction on Chiquito's turn, this is the bite. 26 is probably going to hit.
Yeah.
Chiquito, 18 points of damage.
Okay. Good boy.
Goodbye.
You're
Cool.
down.
Goodbye. No,
No,
he's
no,
running
no.
away.
No.
Goodbye as in.
No.
Ah!
Goodbye as in run away.
All right.
All right.
18.
Got it. Rob Oakes, what you doing?
It didn't take its turn.
It didn't
Yeah,
take
I was gonna
its
say
turn.
it's its turn.
Oh, it didn't take its turn. Why didn't it take its turn? That was foolish of
I
it.
don't know.
Okay. It does start to move after
First, it
Chiquito.
takes damage from the cloud of daggers.
First, it takes damage from a cloud of daggers. So
Which was, I think, 15.
I feel like that was before
which
the
was
upcast.
27.
Yep, 27.
Yeah, 27 points of damage from that. Yep.
And no save on that one, so 27 there.
And then we get to why I didn't attack on Chiquito's turn. When it tries to move after Chiquito, I attack it.
It is indeed trying to move after Chiquito and out of these blades. And
its speed is reduced to 0.
Oh, keeping
It
it
stays
in
in
the
the
blades.
blades. Yep.
That's going to do
Chiquito winks.
11, 13 points of damage there. Well struck. Unable to move and getting chopped up and smashed at. Show you have its attention once more. You get a bite, claw, claw combo coming at
It did my job.
advantage.
Yeah, you did.
Bite,
And I'll do mine afterwards.
claw, claw.
That's horrible.
Yep.
That it's a 14 when it's a critical fail.
So the bite is
Yeah.
coming at the crit. A second claw, a third claw. Did we use up your pop-up?
I'm no, because I am reducing these to half.
Yep.
It's just the math is slow.
Yeah.
Math is
Uh,
slow.
18 plus 24 plus, oh no, 24 plus 4 more, 28 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna do this the stupid guy way.
And as math is being done, Rob Oakes, what you doing?
Seeing all of that damage on show, I'm going to say,
Still at 23.
what is love? Oh, baby, don't hurt show. Don't hurt show. Show mo. Show mo. And I'm
Okay.
going to cast Healing Word at 5th level.
Ooh.
And that's my 5th level spell slot. And that'll be 24 points of healing for show.
Nice.
And other than that, all I can do is do a stupid short bow attack. Nope, that's a short bow, not a square and upcast. My you know what? My macros got fucked up too by the update. Okay.
Oh,
All right, let me just hit it up.
Do you want
here.
me to use mine? It says
I got
boop,
it.
and then rolls a
18.
d4.
18 is going to miss.
Okay. That's okay. Really, my whole point was healing show. Okay,
Got it.
that's it. Oh,
Anrin.
and I'll move back just a little bit more.
Slide back just a little bit there. Anrin, what do we got?
Um, we've got another glaive attack.
That's not going to do it. Off by 1.
Well, I also had the spiritual weapon, and it's still there. It hasn't really moved. I just didn't use it the last time because I took the bonus action rage instead.
Yep, it is not a concentration, so you can use it.
Okay, so I shall use it.
Spiritual weapon clonk. 15's not going to clonk it, though.
Ah, darn it.
And Chiquito, was that the scorpion going poof?
No, that was the scorpion.
Oh, wait, you're a
sticking around.
warcaster. You're fine. He's staring.
Yep.
Anrin. Any movement?
Yeah, I'm going to move out of this doorway and I can't disengage. It's too late for that. So if I move, he's going to go ahead and try and attack me, correct?
He certainly would.
Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and not take that, but get ready to move on my next turn.
Got it.
Disengage and move on my next turn.
Yaz with Warhammer Head Shark, what are you up to?
I bonk.
You bonk.
Bonk 1.
You bonk. 12 will miss.
Oh, bonk 2.
19 will hit.
Sweet.
17 points of damage there.
Correct the mundo. And that's it.
Excellent. Show.
Well, can't have too much of a good thing. I will recklessly attack it.
Ooh, okay. 20 will hit. Good job on the reckless. 15, 17, 16.
Second attack.
21's gonna hit
I'm also
again.
calling down lightning on it, but ineffectually.
9 and 10 points of damage. Show anything else.
And I'm going to go ahead and use my Orcish Fury to add an extra damage die on there.
Ooh, let's see that extra damage die.
I'm just deal an extra 4 points of damage from
Extra
the D8.
4 points of damage. And welcome out there, Guild Superior Raiders. We are playing through Tyranny of Dragons, and the party is currently dealing with a Dracolich that has been chasing them around since level 1. Maybe level 3. I might have given them level 3 before I threw the Dracolich at him. Maybe 2. It was early.
2. It was 2.
It was 2. But the party is now much better equipped to deal with it and are doing so quite well. Chiquito and your giant scorpion, what are you doing?
Well, I guess I'll just remind you that it currently is grappled as well from the scorpion.
Yes, there are many reasons it did not make it out of that spot.
Okay. Sounds good. Anyway, here we go.
No.
No, not that
No.
one. I needed to scroll down.
No.
Oh no.
Gary,
Oh.
why? And an 18 is going to miss by 1, Gary.
No.
I
Gary,
need to
what are you doing, Gary?
I'm inspiring Gary next turn.
So Chiquito, that was the giant scorpion. What are you doing?
Chiquito is going to should Chiquito do what he wanted? Should Chiquito do that? Chiquito is going to go ahead and screw it. Here we go again.
We go again. Ah! Snake again.
It's a snake again.
Why not? Here we go.
Ah,
Oh, it's-
14's not going to do it, Snake.
No, shit. That's it.
Why can't I ban them anymore?
I blocked them. Did we not ban?
Show mod icons. Okay.
Ban.
There we go. I got
Ban.
him.
Bam, bam.
All right.
I do want to be famous, by the way, but
I do, but not.
The
not be-
moderator deleted my message.
not like.
Ooh, that was. I deleted you. Sorry.
What?
Everybody. Casey got him first and then I deleted yours.
Oh man.
So
can tell where I'm
Chiquito,
not wanted.
Constriction,
No,
and
You wanted, but you
Scorpion
wanted
not
to
gonna
make him
do it.
famous.
That's gonna bring up our Dracolich. Dracolich, looking around.
I was telling D Whaleman to make him famous.
Yeah, Show, I think you've still got the attention with your advantageous attack pattern here. We're going to have the bite, the claw,
Oh shit!
the trio
All
of
three.
hits.
Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good.
Being a barbarian does help quite a bit.
21 points of damage.
Okay.
20. Yep.
He also should have taken some damage from some
Oh,
spinning
oh,
blades.
oh,
there.
Yes.
goodness.
Um,
Show, I'm going to say don't apply that damage because
Too late.
Rob just has to roll a decent roll here, Rob. I believe you're at a 5th level
no,
blade.
fourth.
4th level
You
blade.
you
Sword.
cast it at 5th level, didn't you?
You did cast
I-
it at 5th level.
If I did, then I lied on that healing word that I cast at 5th level.
Oh,
So
lies have been told.
25 is at 4th level.
25 is at 4th level, and congratulations. Between you all, the Unborn, the Dracolich that has been chasing you, falls to pieces, finally giving sign as to the damage it's been taking. To the north, Longer of Hadar slurps hungrily and continues to consume the kobolds that it has.
I'm gonna wander into it.
I consider. Yeah, me too. I'm like done.
Go check it out.
How bad can it be?
How bad can it be?
I pulled you out. I'm sorry. I tried to pull Sean too. Like no.
Technically, it shouldn't be there
I'll
because
just
the
hang out
branding
right
site
here.
is a concentration.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Oh.
So we'll do
okay.
a little map cleanup here as the party defends their castle Neritar, and having met with the Council of Dragons, decided that I believe they're going to be heading to the Council of Waterdeep to converse. But
Yeah.
what are we doing? Because the party has heard word from a mage, Iskander, supposedly of the cult, offering you access to the Blue Dragon Mask in return for rescuing him from Zonthal's tower.
As soon as Rob had heard that, Rob
Mhm.
thought that was the best bargaining chip we could have for both sides. Is getting one of these dragon masks and saying, "We have one. We're giving it to the dragons," and then giving it to the dragons. But like that would, I mean, we actually would have something to tangible, right? Like that. Rob's feeling is we should go after that blue mask.
And
Well,
tangent question:
Mhm.
have we heard of the name Iskander before? Because I feel like we have.
I
It
think
sounds
we
we have
have
familiar.
to.
to.
So go ahead and give me. Let's start with a history check.
Anybody?
Nope.
I'm
Who
not.
is good
I'm
at
not great at
history?
it, but
It is not
good.
me.
No, it's
Uh,
kind of a Rob thing, but
Yeah, I think it is a Rob thing.
Do it if
It
it
is
is,
too.
because it's definitely not a Yaz thing.
yeah. It was a +5. I rolled a 4. I mean 7. Sorry.
So you're trying to put it together, and yeah, you've heard the name before. You think it was possibly related to some of the old guard in the cult, those who believed in the Dracolich prophecy rather than the newfangled bringing back of Tiamat.
And
Um,
Matt.
but
Yeah.
you're not putting together exactly where. Zonthal's Tower, however, that rings a little bit more of a bell. It's something that you've encountered in your wanderings. That is a very well-known tower by a very accomplished mage who gathered a large number of apprentices to him and then noped out of there, leaving the apprentices to fend for themselves. They built a little town, but Zonthal's tower sits in the midst of some sort of defensive maze um, that has just sat there really untended, unconquered, and apparently that's where this Iskander fellow is holed up.
AC, we keep running into Thayans.
You do keep running into Thayans.
Any so I mean I don't have political science as a skill. Do
we
we
were
have
told in Waterdeep that
oh
there is, or by Waterdeep anyway, that there is a breakaway group of Thayans with the cult, but we could go. One of our options previously
okay,
was to go to the Thayans proper and try to get
Right.
them on our side.
that's right, I forgot. Yep, gotcha.
No problem. And that option is kinda sorta still open. Like the Thayans were expecting more of an immediate response. You've gone and investigated some other stuff instead,
Yeah,
so maybe a little bit of a
okay.
slight there. But if
It's
you did want to investigate with the Thayans, you could certainly seek out their embassy.
You're right.
Right.
I totally about that. Okay.
Excellent.
I'm not sure I see that as a viable option now from my point of view.
And
I don't think
as
so. I'm just saying.
just
I'm just saying.
staying. So as we start to bring this evening to a close, we got a little bit left here, but I'll start asking for what we're going to do next week. We will be down 2 players for player reasons, so 2
And
characters will be heading off to do other things while a side mission is accomplished. The 2 side missions that the 3-person party could tackle. Thayan is actually the go visiting the Thayan representatives, one I hadn't thought of, but if that was of interest, you could pursue that.
it's a
Uh,
little
you could stop over in Waterdeep and do some bopping around. You could also go to investigate this Zonthal's tower.
Jen and Isaac, what are you guys thinking?
No, there's a lot of options.
I honestly of those 3, the one that feels the most side questy that wouldn't involve like Show and Anran would be the fans, but that's sort of throwing Casey a curveball
That
back at him.
I've got a week to deal with a curveball, which is totally fine. So if the party
But
would like,
that's just my first reaction.
No,
Sorry.
I think that might be
sure,
if we're looking to end up going that direction and maybe dealing with the blue mask, it might be good to kind of have that. I don't know.
yeah,
It
As
seems
a
to make
side
sense.
quest,
Yeah.
yeah. While Anran and Show do things that are important to them.
sounds
I
good.
really need to get an orange dress because they're in fashion.
They are in fashion.
Rob's been working on it. Stop trying to trump his gift day thing.
So what I think is going to happen here is Sho and Anrin are probably going to actually pay a call back in Waterdeep. Anrin has a magical item to pick up there. Gam Gam has acquired a flame blade to be converted to a glaive from an old flame of hers. Sho has to pick up the orange dress, of course. And possibly speak with some of the members of Waterdeep about what's going on down in the south and the east and how that might, impact her tribe. Since basically they're talking about marching armies towards the lands where Sho's tribes roam. So probably best to make arrangements that there's no inconvenient fights breaking out there. In the meanwhile, those who are a little more on the magic spectrum, Rob Oakes, Yaz, and Chiquito will head over to talk to the Thayans to see if they know what's going down with these Dracoliches and the frequency at which they're bumping into the Thayan representatives of the cult. Uh, Anything else that we'd like to stack up to do or questions to resolve? Snapjaw, of course, pops up a few moments later. And actually, so does your good friend, the patron of the swamp, the enormous black dragon,
Whoa.
who comes in and says, "Hey, I've put on a
Sure
little
that I
weight
remember.
recently." Uh,
Yeah, you put on a lot of weight.
Surprise!
stretched a little
Sorry.
bit bigger than I
Yeah.
intended to. And he stops by and says, "Why was there another dragon here?" And little conversation later, and he says, "Yeah, next time just go to ground. I will chew the crap out of any other dragon that comes in my land." So he's a little
Hey,
miffed.
hey, we're really actually sorry about that. Um, hoping to maintain decent relationship with you. uh, there's gonna be a lot of fucking dragons going around here. Are you aware of all that?
There won't be a lot of dragons going around here.
Because this is your spot.
This is my spot.
Okay.
Spot of me.
We don't want to get in your shit. We're out.
Me.
All right. Yeah, Rob has no problem lying to a dragon that he perceives as fully duplicitous and doing whatever the fuck he wants. I have no problem lying to him.
Sure.
Um,
Got it.
okay.
So, if anything else comes up, we'll get that done. Other than that, we'll start wrapping up our evening here. The party does not get to level up just yet. So you probably have another, session or three before that happens. But
Or three.
they are well on their way. So as we start to wrap up, we've been 20 sides to every story. We play Dungeons and Dragons and a bunch of other games. We stream almost every night of the week. We hang out in our Discord. Please feel free to drop by, especially if you're looking for games to play. We have a community campaign that's Alex has got those almost every week at this point. I'm gonna say it's every other to every week. We also do special charity stuff, and my awesome bright yellow shirt here from Jasper's Game Day.
Nice.
Yay.
Yeah,
Nice.
go. That was the thing that I won in the drawing that we had.
You want it.
Yeah, that was the one that I picked up. So I
I
got
got a
the.
maroon one.
Oh, did you? Cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is a very yellow shirt. I would never own a shirt this yellow, but it is a
It looks good on you.
pretty awesome
It
shirt to
does.
have.
Good.
And the
Um,
camera tones down the yellow just a little bit.
yeah, I was worried about that because I was looking at myself on my little grays over here were showing up a little yellowy. But
No
we
comment.
will
Lean into that Reed Richards shit, man. Lean
just,
into it.
just right into it. But that's where we are. That's what we're doing. And feel free to swing by and stop by. And again, thanks to our friendly Potato Lion for all our cool
Yes.
artwork and stuff dancing around in the
Yay,
background there.
Gemma!
Very
Yay!
welcome.
And with that, I will go ahead and hit the stop streaming. Let me see if we got anybody that I know
Haters are for art.
out there. Offline, 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 offline. Oh, hey. I know you. Can I raid you? How do I raid? Raid?
You go raid.
Back.
I actually have no idea, obviously.
/ raid and then channel, I think. One of the slashes and then raid
Let's try
and then channel.
this. Nope.
Other slash.
Other
How about
slash.
Other slash.
Slash the other way.
Yeah, that's the forward
Backslash.
slash.
Did
How
it
about
work?
that?
There you
We're
go.
raiding.
It did. You used it. Now we're raiding.
Did it.
I
We
did
are
the
raiding.
thing.
We're raiding.
Yay!
Who are we raiding?
I feel powerful.
We're raiding a friend. So
We're
Raiding
going a
friends.
Viking.
yeah. Raid now.
Ah!
Yes.
Oh, there we go. We just raided. We just raided.
We have
We
raided a
raided.
thing.
We have raided.